Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the starship Enterprise. It's 5 years.
And happy Monday, everybody. We are here at Now Trending. Today is Monday, July 18th. Did everybody know that?
Yes, I did.
You did? This early in the day you knew that?
It's almost the day is more than half over.
No, do you know why we know that, though? Do you know why we know it's Monday and July 18th?
Why?
Because today we've all taken our multivitamin Smarty Pants. You can be just like us if you take your chewable Smarty Pants vitamins.
You don't want to be like us today.
Okay.
I don't think Drew took his Smarty Pants today.
I didn't take mine today.
I'm a Smarty Pants. So they're now available at Whole Foods with 40% off until July
26th.
July 26th, 7/26. You can be a Smarty Pants again. 40% off. They're awesome, but chewable multivitamins. Drew got the pleasure of watching me ingest one of these things.
That's a good one.
I missed that.
You did. You missed it. I chewed it, and I'm not a fan of gummies. I'm not.
Do you want me to give that whole bottle to someone else?
No, but I'm going to take them. I'm going to chew them halfway and just swallow them with my eyes closed.
It was
Okay.
not pretty. It was.
I had no idea.
It was downright. No,
It was quite shocking. I think Drew was quite shocked,
I was shocked.
which then led us on to another conversation.
I can imagine.
But anyhow, so yes, back here on Monday, 2/5 of our show is missing. We usually 1/5 of the show we don't see that often, which is Lou, which is not here today. However, that's why we're kind of we won't blame it on Lou
No,
because
we're
we've got
good
it
today.
because the three of us are here, and we're also missing Mike. So
But we're doing okay. We're
I think-
surviving.
no, we're gonna make it off the Palmetto. I feel like we're that car that has the flat tire that still drives on the Palmetto and gets where it needs to go, and we're gonna get off this exit and safely.
Okay.
So welcome back. Again, we did say it's Monday. Siobhan, how was your weekend?
Busy. I worked the whole time, but that's good.
Well, fun. You're making money. That's a good
Making
thing.
money, and I worked promoting Smarty Pants, which is why we are so excited about Smarty Pants today.
Right, and everybody can be just like me.
Because Smarty Pants is paying my bills.
Just like me. And Siobhan. And Drew. Drew, didn't you take one?
Yeah.
No.
You took the prenatal ones, right?
Danny took a prenatal.
He did, right?
Yes, he
Danny took
did.
a prenatal
He did.
because it's good for your hair and nails.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
by tomorrow morning,
Mhm.
expect double the hair growth.
Oh crap!
Drew, how was your weekend? I know you got some loving. You had
I
a
did
did you have
Whoa.
date night? I assumed you posted it on the Now Trending page.
on the Now Trending page. I had a great nice weekend.
Yeah.
Of course, my daughter's still AOL. So
AOL?
Yeah. She's,
AWOL?
Yeah, she's up in with her grandpappy's up in Maryland. So
And is she contacting us, or does she act like she doesn't know us? Because she
doesn't-
literally ditched us.
doesn't know who we are.
She just up and out ditched us.
Yes.
She comes in once in a blue moon with you, walking in here, and we haven't seen her in a while. So
I haven't seen her in a while either.
we miss her. Thanks for
two of
ditching us. So we've got news going on all around the country. In regards, it's kind of, I don't want to say the same news. It's just tragic of what's going on. However, it is happening around the entire country. Stemming from, we have just Baton Rouge yesterday, Louisiana, to last week in Dallas, Texas. And then again, this is just a chain reaction from the shootings that occurred as far as law enforcement shooting two people, two African-American males, and killing them, unfortunately. So as of yesterday, 3 officers were shot dead by a Missouri man in Baton Rouge. Again, it was Sunday morning. Sources say the ambush occurred around 8:40 a.m. Central Time. So it was around 9:40 Eastern Standard Time. The 3 officers named, it was 2 officers and 1 deputy. Sheriff was Montrell Jackson, Matthew Gerald, and Brad Garafola. Again, those are the names of the 2 officers and deputy that were killed Monday and Sunday's morning's ambush. Again, it's just hard to read this type of news, and especially trying to process it all because it seems like it's all just coming so fast down the pipeline. In addition to the 3 deceased officers, 3 other people were also wounded in the senseless attack, and they are recovering in nearby hospitals. Police departments, including Louisiana City Police Departments, have been on high alert after 5 officers were killed in the July 7th Dallas ambush. So 3 men and a 13-year-old boy were arrested last week as the Louisiana State Police announced that they had received actual threats against their police departments in the Baton Rouge area.
Wait, you said a 13-year-old boy?
A 13-year-old boy.
Wow.
Yes. Now they weren't connected to this shooting per se, but this is last week after the Dallas event occurred. Then Baton Rouge police departments, a few of the different local departments were receiving serious threats, which those 3 men and the 13-year-old boy were arrested in those threats.
Weren't they somehow linked to I think a robbery of a pawn store or something, or a gun shop or something like that?
That I'm not sure. As far as the threats.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I think the teenagers or whatever that were arrested.
Right. That I'm not sure. I didn't get into too much detail. As far as that, because it was just a separate incident. As far as the threats, but again, this all happened, after police were on high alert from receiving these threats. So the gunman, who was identified as Gavin Long of Kansas City, was an African-American former Marine who spent time in Iraq. He was discharged at the rank of a sergeant in 2010. Yesterday, the day of the ambush, was actually his 29th birthday. On July 8th, one of the deceased officers killed in yesterday's incident did make a post on Facebook in regards to how physically and emotionally drained he had been since the eruption of protests that had started July 5th after the shooting of Alton Sterling by police. So Alton Sterling was one of the males that was killed by local law enforcement a couple of weeks ago. So responding officers killed Long in a gun battle after the other officers were shot. There was no talking during the shooting, one witness described. One witness and a few of the officers described that someone made a 911 call advising that there was a man walking around with a large gun. When police arrived to the scene, Long, he just ended up shooting at officers. There was no words gone back and forth between he and the officers. He just went out and started shooting at the officers. President Obama condemned the attack and killings on law enforcement in a statement made Sunday. He was quoted as saying, "We as a nation have to be loud and clear that nothing justifies violence against law enforcement. Attack on police are an attack on all of us and the rule of law that makes society possible." So
I felt really out of the loop on this because last night you mentioned that we were going to be talking about the police shootings, and I had no idea that any of this had even occurred since, I had been working all day. So it's really sad. It just seems like it's happening. Too many things are happening too frequently.
Right, it is. And is this the way, I know that there's lots of protests. We're in the land of the free, home of the brave, and we're allowed to have peaceful protests. But what's going on now, this isn't the right way to go and, start a war between civilians and law enforcement. That's not going to work.
Right. Well, and innocent civilians are getting caught in the crossfire at times as well. So no, and at the same
that's
time,
not really
fixing anything.
And at the same time, lots of innocent civilians who were in the crossfire of Dallas's shootings, they were there to support. It was a Black Lives Matter rally. They were there to support that cause. However, at that point, they ended up finding themselves back in a position where police were defending them. Police had to guard them and defend them. So they were at this rally where, it was like, and again, with this whole, it needs to be unity, in my opinion. Lots of people are confused is what these groups are trying to do. Is it to unify everyone, make everyone equal, or are we drawing a divide between the races? Are we getting messages?
Yeah, so keep going.
Talking, we're listening to you.
I mean, hello.
Sorry. No, I understand.
No, that's okay. And if it's Lou, you're not here. So cut it. Go. Unless just come in here if you need something to say to us. So again, it's just, where are we? We're just like at a civil unrest at this point. It's do you feel safe going outside? Do you feel safe leaving your house anymore?
Yes. I feel safe, but I used to also feel safe walking through Harlem at midnight, and I don't know that I should have felt safe all the time. So I feel like maybe I should be maybe a little more aware of my surroundings.
Right.
But also living in the USA, I feel like a lot of us feel like we should have to just be able to feel safe. We shouldn't have to question our safety. And
The land of the free.
Yeah.
That's supposedly, why we have all these soldiers. They're protecting us. So this way we can be free and be able to walk around, like, as you say. But you know what? And it's not just, like I said, I mean, when we walk outside, it's not being afraid of law enforcement per se from one group. You know what? Now, all of us have to be afraid of the world around us.
But then you also, you're talking about the military, and a lot of these guys that are coming back from the military are these guys that are shooting against the cops. The guy yesterday was a Marine, a former Marine.
He was, and he was discharged at the rank of a sergeant.
And the guy, the Orlando shooter, he was a former military man, went through all the training. He had been discharged, but still he had the training. He was fighting for the good guys at one point, and something along the way made him switch.
Right.
I mean, same with the guy yesterday, and who knows how many others, are in that mindset.
It's such a great point. No, it's such a great point, though, because if you think about it, and even how you have when you say like our local, we have like our local terrorists, right? Our homegrown terrorists. Most of these people have had extensive military training. They've served for this country. And, is it a point that I don't know. I mean, there's so many questions that could be asked. Is it a point where they felt that they put their life for this country so they don't see things being run their way? So maybe that's where that conflict of that internal conflict is. Is it, per se, different gases, materials, everything else that, just going to war, the PTSD, that stuff has to do with it. It's serious issues that need to be addressed. But again,
well, one of the things that stood out to me also talking about the military and the shooter yesterday, he had served in the Marines, and one of the cops who was killed also served in the Marines. And to think that, there's the potential that they could have fought side by side at one point, and now one is going after the other. Like, oh my, what brings them to that point? I can't imagine.
And you know what? That's probably not even, obviously, like, maybe not even a thought that crossed his mind that, okay, because that makes another point that I wanted to bring up. One of the officers that was killed yesterday was African American.
Right.
Okay, so if, they're targeting local law enforcement, it's just so much, this is such a broad subject. I could go on forever. I know we don't have forever to go on. I just know that there are more peaceful ways. This isn't the right way as far as resorting to the gun violence or, starting a war on cops. It's, they are there to protect us. I understand there are major flaws in the system when it comes to all of us, when it comes to everybody, in my opinion. Drew, do you have anything to add? You're so quiet today.
No.
And I see you holding the mic like you want to say something.
Well,
he's got the gears turning though.
Right. It goes back to the thing I said the other day. Not, one bad apple doesn't spoil the whole bunch. And I think somebody needs to sit down and talk to somebody else because it's not working out the way it is now.
No, it can work, but
sure it could. If
do you all feel that we've regressed back when it comes to like racial issues here in the United States? It seems like at one point I grew up with a mixture of everybody. Everybody is, when I go places, people are always like, oh, where are you from? Where you see, I'm like a chameleon. I can blend in with any crowd, anywhere I go. I can make everybody feel wanted, welcome. I didn't grow up with a divide between anybody. And the more I grew up in the areas that I grew up, it added. I mean, I'm from South Florida. And then we just started adding even more people from all over the place. So it's always been a matter of, we've always all had to live together, get along. There wasn't this divide. And it seems like, in my opinion, I don't know, like now that I'm older, that, we came such a long way. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm just asking, this is just my opinion in my eyes, but we came such a long way to where now we're really starting to regress back.
I don't think we're back to where we were in the 60s.
I know we're not back to where we were, but
and I don't think we're headed there.
Divided.
I think it's just, a handful of individuals taking things into their own hands the wrong way.
Right. But these are in big ways, though. These aren't in little ways. These aren't just one person. I mean, these people are like going into cities
but they're the ones who are being heard, unfortunately. And those of us who, are following the peaceful protests, they're not making enough waves, I guess. I don't know.
What do we do to make more waves as peaceful protesters?
A peaceful way.
Yeah, in a peaceful way.
I don't know.
What do we do? Okay, so now on to more divide of the country. We have the RNC, the Republican National Convention.
Goodness.
Let's divide the country up some more. I think this is going to be So many things to say again in this one. First of all, can we believe that we are at a point in time where our two candidates are Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton?
I feel like it's a dream, like not a good dream. So wake me up. Let's get some new candidates. I don't like either option personally.
Really, do you feel that they're qualified for the position at all? I mean, like qualified, like minimally, just down to the basics, minimally qualified to be presidential material.
Minimum, sure. I mean, they're both 35 and born in the U.S. So
Right,
35 and older and born in the U.S., which I guess is the minimum qualification.
At this point, yes.
But other than that, I mean, I just really, I don't get political, but to be honest, I do not trust either of them. I think Trump is too volatile, and I just don't trust Hillary with her background and the things that she's done that have come out. I don't know. I don't like I said, I don't want to get political. I don't
not to get political. No, yeah, I don't know. As far as giving your opinion, I believe when it comes to politics, even when it comes to presidential candidates, that's your I don't even want to know. Like, I don't like when people ask me, and it's not that I'm afraid to say, I just feel that it's my personal business.
Right.
I'm not going to get into a debate with you. If I say who, at this point, regardless, for any election, just imagine the debates. I've avoided lots of debates this year because I just don't say it. I don't want to deal with people in their ignorance.
I honestly do not like either candidate.
Yeah,
either I do not know what I'm going to do in November.
I was just going to say, now, will this reflect your decision to vote?
I don't know. I mean, part of me wants to just not vote because I don't like either choice, but I've read some articles saying that not voting is not a good idea either. So I need to really need to do some research and figure out what to do.
Well, remember, there's other stuff that's on the ballot as well.
That's true. That's true.
That affects the local area.
But when it comes down to the president, electing a president,
you can write in your name.
Let's all do that.
You can write in my name. Everyone vote for me.
I think, you know what? The three of us are all minimally qualified too, right?
Just
We're 35 and older.
Well, all three of us have run the country together, so just vote for now trending.
And Mike isn't old enough, so it could be just the three of us.
Well, he can be like Secretary of
Defense.
Secretary
No, thank you. No, I don't want him Secretary
Twitter
of my defense. Yeah, Secretary of Twitter, but I don't want him head of my defense. I don't want him of my what's the security team? The Secret Service.
I
don't know. We're not. I don't even know if we'll.
He can be Secretary. He can be Secretary of the White House lawn, maybe.
Yeah, maybe the dogs. That's it. Where they're done. Okay, so some quick facts about the Republican National Convention. It is being held at the Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland, Ohio. The convention kicks off today at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with the day. It already started, yes, with a day focused on two issues. Those two issues are Benghazi and illegal immigration. The day's headliners is Melania Trump with her husband planning to make an appearance and might even introduce his wife.
Well, I've heard that she's going to be talking, because she is a
potential first lady.
Well, that, and she's is it a naturalized citizen? She was born in another country, and
right.
Trump has been pointing out that she did it the right way. She came here legally and became a citizen the right way. She didn't come here as an illegal immigrant. So that's I think that's.
She got here on a modeling contract.
Let's not look at that part.
If I'm not mistaken, I think he's owns the contract or something like that.
I was just going to say, I wonder who paid for her to legally come over here.
Exactly. So, but his point is, she came over here, she followed the rules and legally became a citizen.
Yeah, isn't he also under investigation for that practice as well?
Everybody's under investigation. If you're a politician these days, you're under investigation.
So who else is talking tonight?
Well, let's see. Okay, so they expect the day's theme to be unloading on Clinton, who Republicans still view as to blame for the attacks on the U.S. Embassy in Libya, and on Obama, who they blame for failing to crack down on undocumented immigrants. Of course, so we know what they're at fault for. So now it's Tuesday. It is a 4-day event.
Wait. Let's go back to tonight because I'm excited. I mean, I'm not excited, but I heard some of the speakers are going to be Scott Baio.
Scott Baio. I also heard.
Wow, where'd you dig him up at?
Exactly, the guy from Duck Dynasty.
Go figure, really?
Let me guess. In the chair that Clint Eastwood talked to last time?
No. He's later in this week, I think. No.
Then who else? There's also Antonio Sabato Jr.
Oh yes, I saw that.
Antonio Sabato Jr. is going to be speaking.
He is the reason I started watching General Hospital.
No wonder.
Was he going to be the reason why you're going to be watching the Republican National Convention?
Well,
I
it's
don't know,
no-
maybe.
It's no wonder why everyone's dodging that place. No governors are going. No speak. No.
No, they do have some governors, but those are like the names I recognize are, Antonio Sabato Jr. and
Right.
Scott Baio.
You stop looking after that. Okay,
But that's
I
just
understand.
another huge point in this election to where the Republicans are not even supporting Trump. This is, also a huge issue, and he's still moving forward no matter what. But, how is that going to play out if he's not accepted by his own party
Right.
Well,
and he wins the election?
the weird thing is, they created him. So his popularity is because of their inability to act or not wanting to act or
Right.
their defiance to the president and what his programs are. So their inability to do anything or wanting to do anything created this, Frankenstein monster, and now the monsters come home to roost and they're scared.
Can you believe Donald Trump
Ugh.
is up for presidential election? Can you believe he's one of our choices?
Please vote no.
I've known of Donald Trump since I was a kid, since I was, Atlantic City, going to Trump Towers. Everybody has always known who Donald Trump is, I think, in this country, because he's just always been out there, even, like I said, close to 30-something years. I won't disclose my age, but for more than 30 years, I've known who Donald Trump is. So back to the convention again. It's a 4-day event. So tomorrow, there's a major piece of business that Republicans will address, which will be officially nominating Trump for president and Indiana Governor Mike Pence for vice president.
So he will no longer be called the presumptive nominee. Is that-
Exactly.
Okay.
So he will be the official nominee in addition
If
to.
they elect him,
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
they still have to go through the process.
That is true. We could see.
Someone may come out. of
In
the
this
woodworks.
circus, at this point, it is a circus, and God knows what's going to happen. So the nomination after the day's program kicks off at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Okay.
Now, for Wednesday, I know you guys are so excited to know what's going on. The theme. Now, each of these days are going in different themes. That's how they're running the show. So the theme is going to be Make America First Again. The day's speakers will make the case that United States' leadership role in the world has slipped under Obama and could be restored by Trump. So the night kicks off at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The night's most prominent speech will come from Indiana Governor Mike Pence, who, as the GOP vice presidential candidate, will be the primetime headliner. Thursday, which is the final night of the convention, starts at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is going to be Trump's official night. He'll deliver a speech that'll be closely watched both inside the arena and on television everywhere. However, the big question is, will he play to the enthusiastically partisan crowd in person, or will he stick to his script and try to expand his appeal to a broader audience?
We shall see.
I just can't wait for the debates. Debates should be really fun.
Oh, goodness. Oh,
It's gonna get nasty. It's gonna get
yes.
dirty. Everybody should be watching these debates to hear what these two parties represent. That's first off. That's just should be rule number one. That's the basics. Politics is us being American citizens. However, it's just the way that politicians play in their arena these days. In my opinion, sometimes it's just sickening to watch. To me, it just gets too nasty. It gets too vile. To me, it doesn't set a good example. They wonder why people in this
But
country behave the way they do.
But that's
These
just,
are the examples.
That's just that's him. That's what you get.
But it's going to be both. You know what? Hillary, she comes off as her, poise, try to be classy, but she's going to break down and she's going to go. I think she's going to have some like hood rat moments. Like she's
Well,
she is
can't-
going to
she
go
can't-
ghetto. No, she
She
is
can't
going
play
to.
that game with him. She can't play.
There's
that
going to
game with him.
be, but she's going to. Imagine going up against that.
Oh,
Think of a
God.
good argument. Okay, there's sometimes in our lives we've had those good arguments, those good head-to-head arguments to where you will not. Sometimes it's just best to walk away, but sometimes there's just those arguments that no, you have to have the final word.
Mhm.
Well,
Just imagine
she
being in one of
can't-
those arguments
she
with him.
Can't go with Toto with him. She'll lose that edge.
She
already has.
can't. I understand that, but I think that's a lot of pressure.
Yep.
She will lose that suave, confident air if she goes with him against that. 'Cause
He's
he's got nothing else.
and he's going to be a trashy a-hole.
Oh, gosh.
He's
Yes.
gonna point blank. He's gonna be a trashy a-hole. He's not gonna keep it classy. Did you see how he even was making fun of that reporter, the handicap reporter? I was about to cuss. I was so mad just now, but I think that's just so effing disturbing
Yeah.
Honestly, excuse my language, but it was just very disturbing the way that he was making fun of this handicap reporter. We all know the hard work that goes into this job. I'm sorry, it takes a lot of hard work.
Mhm.
For us to get our show together for here. Imagine being in the position to where you're a reporter and you're handicapped at this time, and you're able to see Trump report on him, and that's what you get back. That's like the type of credit you get back from the person who is our potential president.
Right. He's
So-
gonna just represent the U.S. as a big bully,
It is.
unfortunately.
I don't know. So
Yeah,
that's
so-
it for the Republican National Convention. Thank goodness that's over.
Yay! Entertainment this week.
Yes, we're getting into entertainment this week. However, we're going to take a short break. So we'll be back in a few minutes. So make sure you stay tuned for entertainment. We're going to have the mayor coming up later. We've got sports and a whole lot of other stuff. See you soon on www. You're off.
No space to rent in this town. You're out of luck. And the reason that you had to care, the traffic is stuck. And you're not moving anywhere. You thought you found a friend to take you out of this place. Someone you can.
I'm Erica,
And I'm Tonino.
and we are What's Poppin' Culture on 24/7 Miami.
Catch us every Friday at 11 a.m. and rebroadcast throughout the whole week.
We have celebrity gossip, what's trending and trolling, watching social media so you don't have to.
We got current events and we got some mixes from the hottest DJs in the 305.
You can follow us on Twitter at WPopInCulture.
Also, check us out on SoundCloud at What's Pop in Culture. And hey, what's the Instagram?
What's Poppin' Culture?
Follow us.
Oh, what a day! What a lovely day!
Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, Saturday.
Join me, Siobhan, every Sunday for the latest episode of Day by Day. From Alzheimer's Awareness Month to International Bacon Day, find out what's happening this week and how these observances got started. Because each day counts.
Day by day, by day.
Recording Marjorie's promo.
Hello, Masita Rica is here from The Fix at 6. You can catch a new episode every Friday at 6 and various replays throughout the week here only on 247miami.tv.
All right, we need a catchphrase.
Listen up or I'll kick your butt. The Fix at 6 will make you jump. Masita's lady lumps want to make you hump. Oh yeah, throw a fist pump only on 247miami.tv.
Hey, Mike, you ready to record this promo?
Let's do it.
Ha, ha. Clear your throat. Ha, All right, here we go. Ready? Play. Hey, Mike, if you want to hear the best sports talk in the 305, where do you go?
Just log on to 247miami.tv.
What time and when, Mike?
Every Monday from 3 to 5, and also catch replays throughout the week.
Yeah, we talk Marlins, Heat, Hurricanes, and the Dolphins. So again, Mike, where do people go to catch the John Ed Show?
247miami.tv.
Peace.
I'm Dr. J, host of the OT Fantasy Football Doctors, along with Good Goody, Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. on 247miami.tv, where we tackle the NFL's most important fantasy-related injury news and notes for the week.
We run you through all the tests, checking up on adds and drops, evaluating your lineups, and diagnosing upcoming matches to exploit, so you can go back to feeling good.
You can hear all this and more on the OT Fantasy Football Doctors
On Tuesday.
at 8 p.m. on 247miami.tv.
Hi, this is Kathy Whitmire, LMHC. I'm Barbie Bonder, LCSW.
And I'm Arlene Thielon, a psychotherapist. And we're from The Female Perspective,
A show about life, love, and everything in between. Check out our show on Mondays at 10 p.m. on 247miami.tv.
We're here asking people from all over what they think of Lipton green tea. Let's hear what people from Texas have to say. How about China? Germany? How about people from the North Pole? Or Mars? What about mimes? Oh, right. People with their jaws wired shut?
Oh.
Yeah, a barbershop quartet. Oh, you guys are great. How about race car drivers? What about you, High School Glee Club, here on a field trip? Well, that settles it. It sounds like everyone loves the taste of Lipton green tea. With its protective antioxidants from real tea, it's not just good for you, it's to you. Lipton tea can do that.
What it do, is your boy Big Snoop Dogg on 24/7 Miami. You know how we do it, baby. Shake, shake, shake.
Welcome back. Welcome back to Now Trending on 24/7 Miami.tv. You can find us at www.247miami.tv. Again, this is Now Trending. So welcome back to our show. We've got some news coming up with the lovely Siobhan. Siobhan, what do you have in news? Oh, no.
Wait, don't you have a shout out first?
I do. You know what? It's these vitamins, these Smarty Pants vitamins.
Again?
That have my engine roaring today.
They are energizing.
They are very energizing.
Oh, that's what's causing that.
So again, Smarty Pants, chewable vitamins. You can be just like me, a Smarty Pants. And they are 40% off right now at Whole Foods until July 26th. Now, anybody out there who has a barber license who is looking for a job in the Broward County area, my good friend over at The Proper Cut is in need of some barbers. Again, licensed barbers only. His address is 8622 Northwest 44th Street. That's in Sunrise. He's next to Strikers Bowling Alley. He's open 7 days a week. Just talk to him for the days you need to work. But again, only serious inquiries and license inquiries only. His number is, that'd be a good idea, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I was going to call him, but I'm not licensed. Really, I just want to cut people's hair.
It is. So do I.
Ooh, can I cut hair?
Maybe we can have a day where we go in there and cut hair. But again, that's The Proper Cut at 954-530-0980. Again, that's 954-530-0980. Again, located 8622 Northwest 44th Street in Sunrise, right next to Strikers Bowling Alley. One more event we got to discuss is going to be Pooches in Pines, Painting with a Twist. I know we're all excited. Siobhan, you're going, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going. So we'll be there. Some of the crew of your Now Trending show. In addition, if you go to our 24/7, we're Now Trending 24/7 on Facebook. If you go on our page and like us, you will be entered into a drawing for 2 tickets to Pooches in the Pines, Painting with a Twist.
Oh, can I go do that right now? Hang on.
Yeah, do it.
Drew, you should come with us, man. It's going to be August 11th from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Let me some tickets. Oh.
You have to make sure your wife should like the page. And if you don't win tickets and you'd like to go and join us, it's going to be a $35 registration fee. 50% of registration fee will be donated to Pooches in the Pines. So this is a prepaid event, so you have to book it ahead in advance. So go to poochesinpines.com where you should be able to register. Last shout out. Got 2 shows over here on 24/7 Miami. We've got Day by Day with our lovely Siobhan here. That's every Sundays at 4 p.m. Find out what's going on each and every day and find the history behind those days.
Wait, I just have to give a little note here.
Sure.
Be sure to check out this week's show. I know it already aired yesterday, but it will have several reruns this week. I encourage you to listen to it this week. I got some really powerful sound clips in there that I think makes it award-winning this week. So
award-winning.
In my humble opinion.
I will be listening. Then this Saturday, we had to reschedule. It was last week, but we had an emergency come up and we had to reschedule the Few Show. Yes, that's how he says it. And you have to do the arm too. He goes, Few. Anyhow, they discuss all our local wrestling. I mean, what a fun bunch. And I know this week they're going to have the Mask and his mob up in here. So I know things are going to get rowdy in the building. Up in here. Did any of you all see the pictures on my Facebook page of Bogey, the host of the Few Show, like getting beat up by these wrestlers that are coming in here this week?
No.
Like I'm coming in just for the show. I'm coming in just to see what's going to happen here with the Mask. It's this big guy in a suit and he wears a mask, and then you should see the 2 wrestlers that go with him.
Wow.
So it's going to get pretty freaky deaky up here in the studio. I'm excited. I'm coming just for the front row seat and maybe
Did
get
she
my hand in
just
some
say
trouble.
freaky deaky?
I
She
did say
did.
freaky deaky.
She sure
Freaky
did.
deaky.
So back onto freaky deaky. Siobhan, you have any local freaky deaky news for us?
Yes, I do. So the search continues for escaped murder suspect Deontay Rosales.
Boo.
Yeah, this whole thing sounds like a movie plot. The 21-year-old jumped out of the jury box inside a Broward County courtroom on Friday and escaped police custody. He was able to break free of handcuffs and shackles and shed his jumpsuit in a hallway. 4 people have been arrested for aiding in the escape. They include 18-year-old LaQuay Stern, who is the suspect's girlfriend, 22-year-old Winton Russell, and 17-year-old twin brothers. They are all being charged with escape and accessory after the fact to murder. So those sound like pretty serious charges. The twins, this is how they all pulled it off. The twins were in the courtroom on Friday when Rosales escaped, while the other 2 accomplices waited outside in a BMW. The twins were able to signal the getaway car that Rosales was on his way by coughing into a cell phone. In the car were plain clothes for Rosales and a police uniform for accomplice Winton Russell. The whole thing, like I said, is pretty well thought out. I just think, these people, if only they could use their ingenuity for good. What could they accomplish? Authorities warn that Deontay Rosales is likely armed, and we already know that he is dangerous. So if you see him, do not approach him, but call 911 or Crime Stoppers at 954-493-TIPS. That's 954-493-8477. There is a $20,000 reward being offered for information leading to his capture. So I honestly don't understand how this all happened. How do you get out of handcuffs and shackles without breaking your hands off?
I don't have anything nice to say. I don't have anything. I don't know how to keep it clean for radio. I don't know what I have to say for radio.
I mean, about the shackles? Is that what you're saying? Cleaning for the radio?
Or about this guy?
No, about the guy, about the 4 idiots. The 4 idiots, we'll call them the donkeys of the day.
Okay.
Okay, that helped him escape out of Broward County Jail. I mean, just real scumbags. Can I say
Okay,
scumbags? Am I
well.
allowed to say scumbags?
I mean, they're all pretty young and they're doing something for their homeboy.
Listen, scumbag. That's all I have to say. This is in our county. This is where
I
we
know.
live. In
This is
our
where I
county, this is where we do business when we have to go to the courthouse. This is where we do everyday dealings. I was just down by the courthouse having brunch and lunch with my mom, a week ago in the same area. And you guys know me. I'm like I always say.
So you're saying you helped him escape? Is that what you're saying?
I swear I kick those people in
She
their
provided
shins
the-
and faces and everything if I saw them.
She
helping
provided
them.
the police uniform.
But how?
right.
Okay. I was just in Broward County Courthouse a couple of months ago. I had to go there to do some business. I don't understand. That place is packed like a sardine can.
Right.
You understand? There's people you can't just easily maneuver to get from the front door to the elevator. You have to walk and sift through tons of people. It's not easy to maneuver just from the front door to the elevator.
But didn't he run out of the back door or side door or something?
But
he was in a courtroom and managed to get out of the courtroom, out of his handcuffs, out of his shackles, out of his police or jail jumpsuit, and out a back door.
But here's the thing, though.
He changed clothes?
Yes. And that courtroom had to have at least been on the 3rd floor. The 3rd floor is where there's a walkway from the jail to the courthouse.
Same thing in
at Dade County.
Dade County, yeah.
Right. So they have. So
It's
most
all
of
in
those.
one building, but you still walk.
Right,
through
it's
there.
all in one building, but the way they transport the prisoners is only through that
Right,
hallway
right.
from the jail, and that's on the 3rd floor.
Right.
So the court, they don't take them down to the 1st floor. Down on the 1st floor of the courthouse is more of your legal services. Like you have, you can run into different
Well, they
offices.
don't want you
to get
jumping out a
different
window and running out the street.
papers.
No.
But the way he just ran out a door. I mean, he had to go down an elevator. He had to go through stairs.
He went down the stairs because the only security video I've seen of him escaping is him running down like emergency exit stairs, out
Right.
a back exit on the ground floor. I haven't seen any security video of him actually escaping the courtroom. So I'm kind of curious to see what that looks like. How did he do that?
Yeah. I mean, without taking out any other, he didn't use any weapons.
No.
He didn't.
Bless you.
I need blessings because I don't have anything nice to say right now. So please bless me to block me from saying what I'd really like to say. Sometimes it's hard for me to control my mouth. But I just really think, it's a scumbag thing to do. You know what? We all want a fair and legal, fair justice system. This guy murdered a woman in her home in Davie.
Yeah.
Okay, so all these lives matter. No, all these lives matter. But then it's just, I mean, I'm not going to take it there.
Right.
But, it's still the same. Where's the justice in that? Where does this woman who was in Davie, where does she get her justice? And you have these scumbags running around helping this idiot get out of jail.
Mhm.
And they're still hiding. They're still protecting him. Where's the justice in that?
Right. Well, thankfully they caught these 4 individuals, and hopefully it's only a matter of time until they give up his whereabouts or where he's supposed to be.
Now, so as far as reports, reports are stating that law enforcement still, this is what they're reporting, that they still believe that he's in Broward County. Do you believe he's in Broward County? Now, they could just be doing it as a decoy.
Right. I have no idea. I mean, he could be in Canada by now. It's been since Friday.
I just don't think that most of these South Floridian criminals down here aren't smart enough to go to Canada. It's not like when we're watching CSI. Most of them don't. If they make
Please
it here,
send all inquiries.
if they know, because you know why they usually come. They come from all other states to Florida. Okay,
Uh-huh.
they usually come from all other states to Florida to run away from the law. So half the time, like most of the criminals down in Florida, that honestly, go ahead, do statistics. We'll look up past cases, like just from other prison breaks and stuff in Florida. They're never smart enough to leave the state, like in Florida. Everywhere else, they're smart enough, and they leave and they go to Florida. No one's ever smart enough to go to
They
Canada.
come here.
Who the hell wants to go to Canada?
No, I wouldn't want to escape to Canada.
Wouldn't you rather sit in jail than just sit in freezing Canada?
I would rather escape to the Caribbean or something. So Joy, anything else you have to say about this young man and his accomplices?
I don't have anything nice to say.
Oh.
I have a lot to say, but nothing nice.
All right.
That's right. You want me to go back up?
No.
Back up.
Sit down. So
Please, Hammer, don't hurt him.
we'll move on to another story that'll get you going here.
Great.
All my stories are gonna be great for Joy to discuss.
To jump up with this microphone. You shouldn't have given me these
Smarty Pants
vitamins.
So over the weekend in Turkey,
I'm gonna kick your
a coup to take over President Erdogan was thwarted. Turkish troops belonging to the opposition began occupying government installations in Ankara, Istanbul, and other cities on Friday. President Erdogan was out of the country, but this gets me right here. But he encouraged his supporters to take to the streets to battle the opposition. The government reinforcements arrived and flushed out the opposition troops to regain command of the country's armed forces. At least 294 people were killed and 1,400 wounded during the uprising, and so far more than 6,000 have been arrested. The Turkish government claims the coup conspirators are loyal to a U.S.-based cleric named Fethullah Gulen, who lives in Pennsylvania and espouses this is a guy living in the U.S. He espouses a philosophy that blends a mystical form of Islam with democracy. President Erdogan is seen as an authoritarian leader, and many fear this uprising will now push him further into authoritarianism. So, I mean, that's pretty significant. 294 people killed in this uprising and 1,400 wounded, and I can imagine that of those killed, many of them are probably citizens, on the right side of the law who got caught up in all this. But what gets me is the president's not even in the country, and he's telling citizens to take to the streets and to confront the opposing army.
Yeah.
That seems kind of crazy to me. And wait for reinforcements.
Well, you got to tell them something. You
I guess, but
not tell them to go there.
I'd be scared. I would be really scared living in that whole situation.
Well, more than likely, you're not going to jump out on the street and...
I don't know. Maybe I would.
I'm just tired of trying to find and figure out all the answers. I can't do it anymore.
Well, Joy, it's not your job.
Whoa!
Thankfully.
What do you mean, thankfully?
Because that would be, heavy as the head that wears the crown.
Because I wouldn't have time to hang out enough with you more.
That is true, too. That is very true.
I just don't want to know anymore. What, Drew?
I didn't say a word.
You have something to say, too?
Not a doggone thing.
It's these vitamins. Smarty Pants.
Step away from the vitamins.
Is it hot in here?
Back up to the vitamins.
So, anyway, We'll move on to another story. Coming out of Pakistan, Kandil Balak, who is known as Pakistan's version of Kim Kardashian.
No, dear.
She was killed by her brother, Wasim Azim, in a so-called honor killing over the weekend. He drugged, then strangled her. He was angry over pictures that she was posting online. So Balak gained internet fame after saying she would strip online if Pakistan won a cricket match against India. In June, she was criticized after posting selfies with a senior member of Pakistan's clergy. And recently, she was featured in a music video which mocks restrictions Pakistani women are subject to. One of her final Facebook posts states that no matter how many times she is pushed down, she will bounce back. I think she posted that the morning she was killed. She wanted to inspire women who were treated badly and dominated by society. Balak's brother was on the run following the murder, but has been arrested and confessed. In a gender gap report last year, Pakistan ranked 144 out of 145 countries in regards to gender disparity. Every year, hundreds of Pakistani women are killed by relatives angered that their behavior has tarnished the family's reputation. But in most cases, the accused is not prosecuted because of a settlement through a forgiveness clause, and oftentimes there is a financial settlement. So this whole thing just had me really thinking about, we don't hear about these honor killings when they happen each and every time. We know that they happen, I think.
Right.
I think most of us are aware that honor killings happen in countries, and especially in Pakistan. But this one is really bringing it to light of how ridiculous this is, especially, what happens if she is, considered Kim Kardashian of the Pakistan country. I saw some of the pictures she had posted, and by Kardashian standards, they are very, very tame.
Right.
She never was fully nude as her Western counterparts have been.
Mm-hmm.
Her pictures and videos are flirtatious and suggestive at best, but she's never actually showing anything. But anyway, what are your thoughts? I feel like I keep talking.
No, yeah, well, first to fill in for Mike. I got a lot of thoughts for Mike too today.
Okay.
I got thoughts on everything and everyone.
Really?
Hey, what's your no? I don't. What can you say to a story like this? Honestly, we don't live in a society here in our culture where we have honor killings.
Right.
I mean, unless there are people who have come, there has been stories of families that have come here. Like there was two different fathers, I believe, one from Egypt and there was one from another country who both did honor killings. Like one did it on both of his daughters.
Right.
But of course it's not something, it's just, I can't even, it sucks. I can't even make Kardashian jokes about this, only because, like we said, like that, she equates to that country's Kim Kardashian, and people would funnily make jokes like, oh, what could we do here?
Yeah.
You understand, which it's not something to joke about.
Funny.
Tasteless jokes, but that's just awful. But then, I mean, it's not to be killed for.
No.
However, the things that these people who are now known as celebrities, what they do to get attention and how they make money, I mean, really,
right,
is ridiculous.
She, just like the Kardashians, she was famous for being famous.
No, I was going to say,
she didn't really do it. She wasn't.
But, yeah, do you know how she got her fame? Is her
just
family
through internet, just for gaining attention through the internet,
right?
And posting these videos and her promise to strip if the team won the cricket match. She had just recently.
Did they win?
I don't think so. I didn't read anything that said she actually did that, so I'm kind of guessing that the Pakistan team lost that game.
Oh.
But you should watch the video that she was in. I think it was only released within the last week or so, the music video she was in, and it was called Ban, and it was posted on YouTube because it would not be played on Pakistani television. She's just kind of being flirty and suggestive, and she's wearing a cute little dress and with some cleavage showing and stuff, and obviously I don't know what they're saying in their language, but I can imagine it's just she's being flirty and pushing the boundaries of Pakistani cultural
of their
norms.
cultural. You're right, exactly, yeah.
So, which to Western women we take for granted. I mean,
we do take for granted. But then you have, okay, like who, you know, these women who are doing these things that are crossing boundaries, you know, it's going to be the start of something. It's going to be the start of the wall that breaks down,
Let's hope
possibly to where hopefully they're not taking it for granted as we do here
right.
one day. But you think it all started somewhere.
Right. Well, her dream was to, you know, empower women, and unfortunately her life was taken, but maybe through that she can live out her destiny through, you know, her memory.
Right. But how, you know, how in a culture like that, you have to do something outrageous to make that first statement. You can't be, you know, you want to empower women and make a statement, but how do you go about doing it in that type of cultural setting to actually make a difference, to actually be that one voice? Because lots of women have that idea, but they either have the fear or they don't know how to break that gap. So,
well, and I mean, like I said, most of these cases aren't even prosecuted. So I think there are some legislators out in Pakistan who are trying to overthrow the forgiveness clause and see that these people are prosecuted.
Yeah, most definitely they should be prosecuted.
So
absolutely.
That's one step in the right direction.
Yeah, that's absolutely for sure. Just because it's family. Could you imagine having your own blood? Yeah, you know, your family member's blood on your hands like that.
Yeah.
Well, remember, keep in mind, this is their culture. So it's not as
shocking to them because
I know, okay,
it's their norm.
Like we have, okay, even though over here, like we have this saying, like, oh, I brought you into this world, I'll take you out for your kids, okay? But
that sounds familiar.
Think about is that a common phrase used in your household, Drew?
Sounds so funny, yeah.
But however, you know, we only use it as a phrase, you know, just as to make it, you know, like, okay, it's serious. You're really getting on my last nerve, kid.
Gotta come
But you know what would be, you know, there's not that breaking. I mean, I don't think I'd ever reach that breaking point where, okay, yeah, it is time to take you out,
harm your child,
you know. But
yeah.
there, it's common in some laws in culture. It's common.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So let's finish on a more positive note. Let's look at the weekend box office. Legend of Tarzan came in third with $11 million. Ghostbusters opening weekend made $46 million and came in second. And in first place, beating out Ghostbusters by just a mere $4 million, is Secret Life of Pets, bringing in $50 million this week. Opening this week is Star Trek Beyond, the USS Enterprise crew. Drew's very excited.
Yeah.
They explore the furthest reaches of uncharted space where they encounter a new ruthless enemy who puts them and everything the Federation stands for to the test. Isn't that the premise of every one of their movies?
No.
Okay. So this is starring Chris Pine, Zachary Quinto, and Zoe Saldana. Also opening this week is Ice Age Collision Course. Manny, Diego, and Sid team up with Buck to fend off a meteor strike that would destroy the world. I've never seen any of these Ice Age movies, so all right. But it's kind of fun. It's narrated, voiced by Neil deGrasse Tyson, Jesse Tyler Ferguson, and Queen Latifah. And finally, I'm bringing to light the movie Absolutely Fabulous, based on BBC comedy. This is not getting great reviews, but the premise of it sounds very funny to me. So after attracting both media and police attention for accidentally knocking Kate Moss into the River Thames, Adina and Patsy hide out in the south of France. It has cameos by John Hamm, Rebel Wilson, Joan Collins, and of course, Kate Moss. Have you ever seen the BBC show?
That show
Absolutely
is
Fabulous.
Hilarious.
Is it? Okay, so I've never seen it.
If you like British comedy, that show is hilarious.
The premise, like I said, sounds hilarious, and I don't know why it's not getting great reviews. Maybe it is because it's British comedy, and
that's probably why. It'll do better on the other side of the pond, but that's a very funny show.
Have you ever gotten caught on hooked on one of those like British comedy shows?
Oh yes.
I mean, like, have you ever watched The Red Dwarf? I know.
Yes, I did.
Did you watch it?
Yes.
I used to love The Red Dwarf.
That was hilarious.
And I was only like 16 years old.
That and my wife and I ended up watching this show called Coupling, which was.
I think I heard of that one.
It is so funny. To this day, we still quote lines from that show. It's hilarious.
I need to find The Red Dwarf. That show was
The Red Dwarf. Remember, there was 2 seasons of it,
right?
And not 2. I'm sorry. It started from I want to say, I'm sorry if I quote the wrong date, but 95,
right?
2005,
right?
Then it started up again in 2008.
It did. But
So
the very first one.
Oh, Oh,
Not the later one, the first one.
Back in the day, I had roomies, and we used to sit and watch that show at night.
Y'all would just sit and watch the show?
Yeah.
No smoking first,
No,
the munchies.
I'm too broke. I couldn't afford that.
Like, I was young then. I wasn't old enough to smoke then.
I couldn't afford it.
And I still like
to get a beer.
So,
Make our own beer.
Drew, I heard you saw Ghostbusters this weekend. You're going to have a review for us later.
Yes, I promise I will. I'll have a review for it later on.
You better.
Awesome.
And,
Stay tuned for that, guys.
Yes, I'm not going to tell you anymore.
Exactly. So we're going to take a small break. Coming up in our next segment, we've got the mayor, and I'm going to do sports since we don't have the lovely Mike here. Everybody missing Mike?
Who?
Huh? What?
Who?
Yes, Mike,
Yes,
we
I
miss you.
Mike. Mike should be here. I don't know why he's not here.
I'm telling you, because he said he had important ish to catch up on. But anyhow, make sure you guys stay tuned. Again, after that, we've got Drew's Ghostbusters review and got all kinds of stuff to talk about. So please stay tuned, and we'll see you back in just a few.
Lovely, you're always lovely.
This is Tom Kane, the voice of Jedi Master Yoda you have found. And you are listening to 24/7 Miami. Excellent it is, yes.
Oh, what a day! What a lovely day!
Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, Saturday.
Join me, Siobhan, every Sunday for the latest episode of Day by Day. From Alzheimer's Awareness Month to International Bacon Day, find out what's happening this week and how these observances got started. Because each day counts.
Day by day by day.
Hello, Masita Rica is here from The Fix at 6. You can catch a new episode every Friday at 6 and various replays throughout the week here only on 247miami.tv.
All right, we need a catchphrase.
Listen up or I'll kick your butt. The Fix at 6 will make you jump. Masita's lady lumps want to make you hump. Oh yeah, throw a fist pump only on 247miami.tv.
Hey, Mike, you ready to record this promo?
Let's do it.
Ha, ha. Clear your throat. Ha, hum. All right, here we go. Ready? Play. Hey, Mike, if you want to hear the best sports talk in the 305, where do you go?
Just log on to 247miami.tv.
What time and when, Mike?
Every Monday from 3 to 5, and also catch replays throughout the week.
Yeah, we talk Marlins, Heat, Hurricanes, and the Dolphins. So again, Mike, where do people go to catch the John Ed Show?
247miami.tv.
Peace.
I'm Dr. J, host of the OT Fantasy Football Doctors, along with Good Goody, Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. on 247miami.tv, where we tackle the NFL's most important fantasy-related injury news and notes for the week.
We run you through all the tests, checking up on ads and drops, evaluating your lineups, and diagnosing upcoming matches to exploit, so you can go back to feeling good.
You can hear all this and more on the OT Fantasy Football Doctors
On Tuesday
at 8 p.m. on 247miami.tv.
Hi, this is Kathy Whitmire, LMHC. I'm Barbie Bonder, LCSW.
And I'm Arlene Thielon, a psychotherapist. And we're from The Female Perspective,
A show about life, love, and everything in between. Check out our show on Mondays at 10 p.m. on 247miami.tv.
Tired of having to wait till 3 o'clock for your cafecito break? Change that today with the Panchito 365, the first self-brewing espresso machine.
This is the fastest coffee machine I've ever used.
I'll never have to wait for coffee again.
Fastest coffee machine ever. I don't know how I live without it.
Trouble making espumita? Simply no time to stand around the machine waiting? This is the machine for you.
Fast and delicious.
Panchito 365 changed my life.
Get yours now at participating Presidente and Sedano supermarkets or visit panchitocoffee.com.
Hey, Ted, how was your weekend?
Oh, Bill, it was awesome, man. Susan and I took the kids to Buffalo Wild Wings. You know, they got over 30 flat screen TVs and endless games. Susan had the fresh hand-spun boneless hot wings. I had the tempting tenders, and the kids enjoyed popcorn shrimp. We didn't want to leave. So what'd you guys do?
Well, we went to that new place with all the arcade games. Yeah. We won 1,000 tickets and redeemed them in for a water bottle.
Okay, you guys should have went to Buffalo Wild Wings.
Buffalo Wild Wings Beer Park. Wings, beer, sports.
We're here asking people from all over what they think of Lipton green tea. Let's hear what people from Texas have to say. How about China? Germany? How about people from the North Pole? Or Mars? What about mimes? Oh, right. People with their jaws wired shut? Oh. Yeah, a barbershop quartet. Oh, you guys are great. How about race car drivers? What about you, high school glee club, here on a field trip? Well, that settles it. It sounds like everyone loves the taste of Lipton green tea. With its protective antioxidants from real tea, it's not just good for you, it's to you. Lipton tea can do that.
Christmas concerts and carolers driving you off the road. Forget those boring shows and come on over to our show, the Christmas in December to Remember concert. All your favorites will be there. Seth MacFarlane,
Hawaiian Christmas Day,
Mariah Carey, Sir Paul McCartney. So come on down to the BB&T Center, Sunrise, Florida, December 25th. First concert tickets are on sale now on Ticketmaster. First 50 people get some free unlimited hot cocoa. So I'll see you there.
Line it up, baby.
And welcome back to Now Trending. I am here. We got Drew in the building. We got Siobhan in the building. And we're about to get the mayor up on the line right now. So we've got the mayor again coming up. He's with After Further Review on the Wacko Bob every Tuesday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Also, a.k.a. known as the Sideline Pass. Let me see. Let me get the mayor coming in. Ooh, I hope we didn't hang up on him. I did. I'm just...
The scientific equipment is really quite difficult to master.
Says good day. Good day here at the studios. Hello?
It's a ringing. You hung up on him.
Can you hear it where?
I can hear it ringing.
Can you hear it ringing?
Yes, I have good hearing. Ask my children.
Hello? No, you see this cord. Drew?
Wait, go ahead. Try it now.
I'm not going for it. Hello, you there?
Try it again. Try it again.
I am. The cord?
Yeah. Remember, you got to jiggle the cord.
Yeah, that's what
she said.
Hello, you there, Mayor? No.
No?
How can they do this to me? How can we do this to him?
Nope. There.
Hello, the mayor, you there?
Now put him on speaker.
I am. Hello, the mayor, you there? He's calling in.
Okay. I'm glad he's calling in. And see, folks, this
Hello,
is
the mayor, you here?
The technical difficulties you might not notice. We deal with every day here at Now Trending.
Hello. Hello, are you here? Let me wait, it's coming in. Can you hear me now? I know you said you could hear me. I'm just getting like static. Can you hear me now, babe? Did I say babe?
Hello, I'm here. I hear you.
Yes, I apologize.
Yeah.
It's raining and storming up here, so.
Oh, that's probably what the bad connection is, because it was just going up.
Oh my God.
I got you. So how you doing today, Mayor? No, it's gonna be.
You have to also hit mute when he's talking so that.
Here, come try.
Oh, great. Okay.
And this is all on the air. Great.
I know,
Yes.
right? May, you there? He hung up, and Gemma wants to renew her insurance.
Okay, that's. I know. Hold on one second. Okay, we're just gonna go. Okay. We'll see if we can get the mayor back on one more time.
Okay. Try one more time. If not, we can try him later on in the next break. We can play. We can go over sports if you want to go over sports. No problem.
That's what's about to happen.
That's what's about to happen.
It's just because, like how he said, they're getting really bad weather up there. So I know reception on either one of us is going to be shoddy. I lost another host. I've got 2 hosts down. The mayor down. I told you we're like that car on the Palmetto.
Please leave your message for
No.
Okay, so let's get into some local sports. Lots going down here. When it comes to local sports, we've got Marlins. The Miami Marlins are actually winning.
Isn't this scary?
It's
It's pretty scary.
I think it's a good thing. Have you seen, like, even if you go over to Marlins Stadium anymore, the seats are really full. It really makes me happy to go over there and see full seats over at Miami Stadium because, Miami Marlins Stadium, when they first started, they were at Joe Robbie Stadium, which is now what? Sun Life Stadium?
I don't know. It's the Beer Stadium, I think it's called, or whatever.
Did you just say Beer Stadium?
Yeah, they were Loggerheads beer or some kind of beer they were. Shark Proof beer, Land Shark. There was a stadium with a beer.
When? In Florida?
Yeah, they were called Land's something stadium.
Were we called something? We were Joe Robbie Stadium. Now we're Sun Life.
I think of it as Joe Robbie. It's always Joe Robbie to me.
It's always Joe Robbie to me.
Right, but they were Land Shark Stadium, something like that.
I got you.
They were a beer out of Canada.
Let me try this. Hold on one second. Is this the mayor? Hello? Hey, my dear, I've got him. Thank you, sir. How are you doing today, the mayor?
Yeah, Mayor.
I'm ducking and dodging these crazy ass raindrops, man. But everything is everything. What's going on? How y'all doing, Drew? What's up, baby? What's happening?
What's happening, Mayor? How you doing?
Chilling, man. Chilling, trying to stay from drowning out here, man. It's going down up here, man. The rain is crazy right now.
What is going on up there? You're telling us about the heat. Now you got the rain.
In the world, man. In the world.
Don't do what they want to do. The weather is temperamental like that. What's going on? Hey, what's going on, Mike? What's happening? What's going on, Drew? What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing?
Drew and I.
I'll be the mayor. I'm in the building. And I'm here to chop it up for a few minutes, man, before we get disconnected and cut off. What are we talking about today, Joy? What's happening?
Listen, we're talking about.
Congratulations on your new show and all that.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I love your show as well. I do. I love chiming into his show because I love chatting on his chat. But Mike's not here today. Mike sold us out. He's got some important stuff to take care of. I've got another co-host right now running around the building doing something. So right now you just have me, you, and Drew, which I think that's a good combo. That's all we need. It's a trifecta.
That's it.
That sounds like a party. We can still do it up.
You know what I mean?
Let's get it popping. I got a few minutes. Let's get it popping. The NFL with the RFID chips inside the footballs for preseason.
Unbelievable.
Hello?
Yes, we're here.
What is that?
Okay. Yeah. They're putting tracking chips inside the footballs so they can determine, first downs, if the football crosses the goal line and things of that nature. We're getting to the point where technology is really going to take over the game. And if the referees can't decide with their, 2 eyes where the ball is supposed to be placed at, then we got a problem.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
You don't need them anymore.
I think Drew, it's going to get to the point where we're no longer going to need the referees. I've been saying that for the last 5 years now.
Could you honestly imagine a football game without any referees on the field?
You need that drama, man. You need that drama.
It would be like a new world order. Could you imagine the fights? Huh? You're right. Okay, that's a valid point.
The NFL, Joy, it is what it is. They got the line judge, the side judge, the field judge, the referee, and all these.
The
and
back
they still
judge.
can't get the calls right.
You're right. You're absolutely right. And even technology today. Look at these high definition cameras they even can catch the speed of balls and stuff like that.
Joy, you know what? You hit it right on the head, sweetheart. They got every conceivable possible angle from these cameras, and when we're watching the game, they still can't get it right. They don't have the right proper angle. I don't know how they do this. They got every camera you could think of around the field, right? But when on a particular play, we still not really sure what we're looking at. So they're going to try some new technology, starting with the preseason games will start in 2 weeks. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Camp is opening up and all of that. So I'm really, you know, at an in-between point with this, man. What do you need referees for if you're going to have a chip inside the ball determining where the ball is placed at?
Yeah, they'll still come up with something. Do you think it'll be able to take the air pressure of balls and stuff like that as well? I mean, the chip should at least be able to do that, would it not?
Brady about that.
Right. I mean, would it not? If the chip is so smart, right, and it can do all these other things, it should be able to make sure that all the specifications that we have a good game ball.
Absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
You know what I mean?
But the thing about it, though, is, you know, in a few years, these referees are going to be talking about they're going to be out of a job.
Oops.
Yeah, but do you think, though, a chip like that could actually, like, 100 completely take out referees 100% from the game?
Yes, because if they didn't need the chip, right? If the referees was on point and it wasn't so much dispute and controversy about first downs, inbounds, out of bounds, field goal was good, field goal wasn't good, did he cross the plane, all of that, then we wouldn't be having this conversation. If the referees could get that right.
You're right.
But we still need them to call penalties.
And in baseball, to switch it around for a hot second, in baseball, I don't know if you remember, Drew, a few years back, man, they had technology where they had like a camera or whatever, and they was calling balls and strikes.
Yeah.
And the umpires were getting mad because it was kind of like, you know, this defeating the purpose. Why are we here?
Yep.
Exactly. Why are you here?
Yep.
If you call it, if you don't know what the strike zone is, we don't have no use for you.
Yep. I remember that exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So basically that, man. So all I got to say right now is that the referees need to step their game up because technology is catching up to them. And then you got referees that's 50 and 60 and 70 years old. No disrespect to the
You're
elderly
right.
crew.
You're right, though. You're right. A lot of them are high up there in age when you see them, yeah.
But how long, you know, when you go retire, let the new referees come up.
Right.
It's a good
You know what
job.
I'm saying? That's all. But Joy, everything is everything. You know, I'm just up here doing what I do, man. Shout out to the WNBA.
Yes.
It's really, really popping. I think people need to really, really check it out and pay more attention to what's going on.
That's right.
You know, Los Angeles Sparks did their thing, but then they got beat. Shout out to the Chicago Sky. A great game I watched yesterday. Atlanta Deladon hit the, you know, deep three-pointer to win the game over Seattle. It's very exciting, man. People try to, you know, talk about the WNBA like it shouldn't even be around, but it is what it is. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say that it's crazy. It's like, and I love you know me since the beginning. I always tell you I love the fact that you bring it up because these ladies work so hard. I'm sorry, these ladies work really hard. It's not an easy job, and the people who talk crap couldn't get out there and play like these young women play.
Right, say that. That's right. You're absolutely right. So shout out to them, and shout out to everybody that's doing their thing. I'm about to get up out of here, Boogie, man. Check me out Tuesdays, man, 8 to 10 p.m. after Further Review 2.0, a.k.a. the Sideline Pass is the name of the show. Live and direct on the Wacko Bob Network, 954-246-0398 is the math. I'm really in between right now whether we gonna rock tomorrow night, because I got invited to do this like town hall type thing, and the topic of the town hall is basically how, you know, sports affects like chat room groups, and everybody has their own little radio shows. Has it gotten too serious, or do we need, you know, to kind of like cut down on it? Because there's a lot. Everybody has a radio show.
Right.
Everybody.
Right. You're right. Mm-hmm.
And so we're going to talk about that tomorrow night, man. Shout out to my mans and them about that sports life. Shout out to War Room Sports. Shout out to all y'all. Enjoy, man. Congratulations to your whole crew. Y'all do what y'all do. And yes, I would go to Canada.
Yeah.
But see, he's not in Florida, so.
Hey, yo, man, Canada is nice, man. It's nice. It's clean. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, you can do what you want to do up there, you know? And if you get hurt, you scrape your leg, you scrape your elbow, you go to the hospital for free.
See, that's what we were talking about today. In school, isn't like college, like some parts of college, like your first, like an associate's degree type level of education, isn't that free also in Canada?
Believe it is, but I mean, you know, Canada's about to be overpopulated in a hot minute.
Yeah, shortly it's going to be. I agree. But I'm telling you, when you come down to Florida, like the people, everyone tries to run here, and the people down here just aren't smart enough to leave. They never are.
Oh, I mean, I'm not mad at that. I mean, but it is what it is, though. But people either they're gonna do what they do and stay in their comfort zone, or they're gonna try to get something new. But it's bad that you got to move out your comfort zone when you're forced out.
You're absolutely correct. Yep, you're absolutely correct.
Because you're making split-second decisions that might affect you, going forward. But everything is everything, Joy. I'm up here, man. It's raining. This is the mayor, live and direct, New York City in the building, representing Miami247.tv. Y'all do your thing, man, and I'll holler at y'all next week.
You got it. Holler at you next
Thank
week,
you, Mayor.
Mayor. Have a great day. We'll be listening to you tomorrow night. Okay.
Yeah, dude.
No doubt. Take care.
Okay. Much love. Bye.
That was the mayor.
That was the mayor, and he gave out his credentials over on the Wacko Bob Network. Thank you, the mayor. As always, let's everybody give him his. I love talking to the mayor. He brings that sense of New York to us. So going back, yes, the Marlins have been winning. That's quite nice. We have Ichiro Suzuki doubled, singled twice, and had another hit taken away on a replay challenge, leaving him 6 shy of 3,000 in the Miami Marlins 6-3 victory over the St. Louis Cardinals on Sunday.
You know they're counting his hits in Japan too.
Are they really? He's
Yeah.
almost at 3,000. You know how old he is?
Yeah, he's old.
No.
42 years old.
Good for him.
He is 42 years old.
Not that old.
We've got, let's see, top Marlins draft pick. Garrett reaches a $4.1 million deal. So left-hander Braxton Garrett, the 7th overall selection in this year's amateur draft, has signed with the Miami Marlins for a bonus of $4,145,900.
Oh, don't forget the All-Star game.
Well, that was a week ago.
Yeah, but we weren't here during the time.
Who did what and when?
Well, the AL lost. I'm sorry, the National League lost, which is not surprising. But Giancarlo Stanton won the home run.
Giancarlo Stanton.
He is
Giancarlo Miguel Stanton.
He is just a crisp, fresh, refreshing, you pop open a
Tall
nice
glass
cold
of water.
can of
Yeah.
Coca-Cola, you just and then you just go.
Represent Miami for us.
Miami
Way
is
to
6
go.
games out of first place behind the Washington Nationals.
They are. But back to Garrett,
Do it.
left-hander Garrett. Guess how old Garrett is?
42?
18.
Ah.
18. This kid's getting a $4 million contract at 18 years
Okay,
old.
next subject.
Okay, was the 34th and last of the first-round picks to reach an agreement. So the 6'3", 190-pounder had a 0.53 ERA with 131 strikeouts and 65 1/3 innings for Florence High School in Alabama. I wonder if we've seen him over at the Power Showcase.
Perhaps.
We had a lot of
Most
kids out
likely,
there
yeah.
from
What was
Alabama,
his name?
and his name was, we got to check that out, Braxton Garrett.
Yes.
You would Braxton? I was gonna say we would remember the name Braxton,
I
but that
remember the name
doesn't.
Braxton.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember the
Who
name
knows?
Braxton.
Doesn't it? It
Last
sounds
name
Well,
familiar.
then in that case, Joy and I interviewed him.
Yes, we did.
We did.
I guess.
definitely remember the name Braxton. No, the
Whoa.
last name, but I remember Garrett. I remember Braxton.
I remember a bunch of 18-year-old kids, almost 10 feet tall, batting those balls out of the park.
The
with
16-year-old kid that
us,
was taller
you
than
and
me.
I operating the camera. Look, and then they'd hit these fly balls, and they were coming straight down on us, and Drew just stands there, right, blocking me in. I have to push him out of the way.
No. Let's tell the story the way it really happened.
That is exactly how it happened.
I just remember a 15-year-old boy flirting with me and promising to take me out for a Frosty if he won the home run derby. And,
I remember that. I remember that too.
and I was like, you know
Frosty.
how old I am, kid. But
Frosty.
he didn't win, so I didn't get my Frosty. Womp womp.
So I'm standing there, and Ken is over standing right next to me, and the ball gets hit up. And the first rule on baseball is what when you're in the field?
Heads up.
Listen, get out of the way. Heads
No,
up.
no,
Move
no.
out of my
Watch
way.
what's going on. You watch the ball.
I do. And I seen the ball coming right down in between my eyeballs. Right here. You see my two eyeballs?
And what'd you
right
do?
here.
And so
I'm trying to
I
run, and
took a
Drew
step
blocks
to-
me.
No.
Here's me. Look.
No,
Here's Drew.
no.
Here's me.
I don't
the
have to
ball's
outrun
coming.
the ball.
I'm
I just
trying.
have to outrun you.
Look, this way. Drew, me. And I'd have to be
Yeah.
like,
No, I took a step to the right, and the ball would miss me.
My
this one's
behind
panicking
right.
like her hair's on fire.
My behind
running all
right.
over the field, going, "Where are you running to?"
all I
Stand
know
over
is
there.
150-mile-per-hour ball was coming straight down between my eyeballs.
Oh, I'm sure it was going faster than that.
It wasn't perfect for eyeballs.
It
She
was.
freaked out.
It
She-
was.
no, she-
And then he
no.
he trapped me inside. It was just awful.
Yeah, I made her stay right
It
there.
was
in that spot.
awful. You know, reporting's hard. Reporting's very hard out there in the
She was
field.
falling asleep.
Camera work and sports reporting is very hard.
I thought she was going to hit that kid in the head with the boom.
Especially when baseballs are involved. We're not going to talk about me and the operating the boom microphone.
You falling asleep in the boom? Okay.
There were
Wow, I
catnaps.
missed a lot.
Oh, no, you were there.
You were
I
there
was
doing
there.
interviews
You were there.
when I was falling
But I
asleep,
didn't
holding
see-
the microphone.
Oh.
She hit the microphone. She's like,
Oh, I kind of do remember that.
Him and
But I
Eric, they
didn't
kept-
know you well enough to
It's
really
like-
reprimand you yet.
she's like, I want to go
It
home.
wasn't
I wanna go home
reprimanded.
now.
Hey,
I wanna go home
you
now.
know what? No one could reprimand at that point because we were there forever, and what's his face was taking advantage of the situation, like having that thing run all night long as we sat there.
Yep.
I wanted to dive,
Oh,
and but I had
memories.
I had a good time.
That was fun.
Okay, so cool. Back to over to the NBA, not back to. Let's get to the NBA quarterfinal matchups set at NBA Summer League. Drew, have you been watching the Summer Leagues?
No, I don't watch Summer League. It's like watching preseason baseball.
Right. So a look at play Thursday at the NBA Summer League in Las Vegas. Cavaliers 88, Lakers 80. So
Isn't there like a talk of having an NBA team in Las Vegas?
I was hearing something like that.
Oh, that's the worst idea.
Why?
You're going to put a professional team in the town that runs on gambling,
Then they can bet on the games.
which is illegal.
They'll find
That
some
doesn't
way.
stop people from doing it.
Can you, oh, no. Can you say Pete Rose? No, you can't do that.
Boss man's out for the day. Bye, boss man. Don't let the door hit you where the. I'm just joking.
Good Lord, put you.
In other games, summer games, we've got the Rappers won by 75 points over the Warriors. Rappers, yeah, it was Rappers 75. to the
Rappers or
Warriors.
Raptors?
Raptors. Did I say Raptors?
You said rappers.
You said rappers.
Did I say rappers?
Yeah, like
Rappers
MC
Delight?
Hammer.
Because I was
Did it hip hop?
I was distracted by insulting the boss man as he was walking out the door. I was taking my opportunity. Raptors win 75 over Warriors 69. That was. Make sure can we cut that out? Make sure he doesn't hear it.
No, we're gonna highlight it and
We're going to send that directly to
I know, right?
everyone.
Cut that clip.
Hey, this
Okay.
is clip, boss.
Bulls beat the Mavericks. Bulls 86, Mavericks 73 points. And let's see. The Bulls face number 7 Washington next. The Suns won 77 against the Heat at 74. Imagine you have the Suns and the Heat.
It's gonna be a real hot game.
It was.
Bring your sunscreen.
And then we had the Nets 87 points to the 76ers at 84 points. Then we had the Wizards 71 points and the Hawks at 60 points.
Uh-huh.
So does that make everybody excited?
Exciting.
Yes, it's preseason. I just
I'm
don't really
salivating.
care.
I'm salivating.
Now, question of the day is down here in South Florida, will Dolphins stadium renovations be done on time?
Yes. No. Maybe. That's all the answers that
True.
people have put out.
It is.
Okay, I want to first reiterate that I am not a Miami Dolphins fan.
Yes, he is. You said you're going to be our number 1 fan this year.
No, he can't
That's
take
some other
Mike's
guy.
place.
That wasn't me. No.
That's
Mike's.
I am. I'm going to be the number 1 Dolphin fan
Well,
this
you go
year.
right ahead. That's good.
I'm going to make a
Go
good
head to
time
head
with
with
it.
Mike.
Good for you. You and Mike can duke it out. No, I think that
You made that sound so gross. It wasn't even like sounds delightful.
that's because you interpret it as gross.
I just want to choke Mike right now. That's my problem. I just want to choke him right now.
Mike's not even here.
I know that. That's why I want to choke him.
Okay, good point. Do I think the renovations will be completed in time? No.
I don't think so either.
I think in order to be completed on time, they're going to have to push out the Canes. And that means someone's got to pay the extra money when the Canes relocate to West Palm Beach, something like that, which is ridiculous. So
How are the Canes going to relocate to Palm Beach?
They have no choice. They got to go somewhere to play.
This is just great. Yes.
So in order to get that done in time for NFL, they're going to have to do that. And I don't know if that's possible, likely, or a good idea to do that.
No, Siobhan, like you're like that. The stadium's in my area. I live close to the stadium.
Mhm.
I don't know. I mean, it's not far from you.
No, it's
either.
pretty close enough.
When's the last time you've driven by?
Oh,
That's it. I mean, I
have
just drove
not.
by there like a week ago, and I was like, "There's no." It looks like they just started construction. I mean, they have huge beams that are. I mean, huge. There's stories wide,
The
like
last
long.
time I drove by there was Intercom. I drove by there after Intercom.
After Intercom, that's right. So that was a few weeks ago. Did you
That's
see all
the
the
other-
beams? And
Mhm.
did it look like they were just starting
Mm-mm.
renovation? It looked like they haven't
It looked like
even
it was- yeah.
demolished
we're
what
gonna
they were
do.
supposed to. That's what it looks like. It honestly looks like the beginning stages of construction. However, the Miami Dolphins said Thursday that the new stadium will be ready in time for football season, despite a report saying otherwise. The statement comes after TV and radio sports personality Hank Goldberg reported Wednesday that sources with knowledge of the construction believed it was behind schedule. I agree.
I think it will not be.
I don't think it's
finished on
going to be. It's not.
time.
I don't think it will be. The reports that the stadium won't be ready for football until November are incorrect. The Dolphins said in a statement, while we will still be doing some non-football critical elements and final touches into the season, similar to phase 1 last year, at this point, the process, we still expect to be ready to play football September 1st. And I don't think so. Well, you know what? No. You know what? Maybe.
September 1st is 6 weeks away.
Yes. And you know what?
Approximately.
Okay. I just got a whole new light and I have a whole new feeling and I think it could possibly be ready. But obviously there's still going to be construction going on as the games are going on. So it's not going to be a clean construction finish.
There's no way you can do that. Things might fall and hurt players. You can't do that.
Huh? No, such as the parking lot. They're going to hurt the people coming into the game, not the game players.
Yeah, you can kill them. There's no problem with that.
Pay $40 for your parking and park in an unsafe location. What's
no
new
problem.
for anything down here? But anyhow, so coming up next, we've got Drew's Ghostbuster review. Drew went to the movies and he saw Ghostbusters. And then we got some motivational talk to go through. Maybe we may throw in a funny question here or two.
Or 3.
Drew looks like he's excited to answer some questions. Make sure you stay tuned here at www.247miami.tv.
Later.
The man goes dance, you know she dances while his father plays guitar. She's suddenly beautiful, and we all want something beautiful. Man, I wish I was beautiful.
We're here asking people from all over what they think of Lipton green tea. Let's hear what people from Texas have to say. How about China? Germany? How about people from the North Pole? Or Mars? What about mimes? Oh, right. People with their jaws wired shut? Oh. Yeah, a barbershop quartet. Oh, you guys are great. How about race car drivers? What about you, high school glee club, here on a field trip? Well, that settles it. It sounds like everyone loves the taste of Lipton green tea. With its protective antioxidants from real tea, it's not just good for you, it's to you. Lipton tea can do that.
This is Kevin Conroy, the voice of Batman, and you're on 24/7 in Miami.
Oh, what a day! What a lovely day!
Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, Saturday.
Join me, Siobhan, every Sunday for the latest episode of Day by Day. From Alzheimer's Awareness Month to International Bacon Day, find out what's happening this week and how these observances got started.
Each day.
Because each day counts.
Day by day, by day.
I'm Craig Cook, host of Metal and Mayhem. I'm bringing you a brand new season of Metal and Mayhem this fall right here on 247miami.tv. Follow me on Twitter at RealCraigCook to submit your requests and have all your feedback made fun of live on the air. Metal and Mayhem, Fridays this fall, 247miami.tv.
Calor y sabor. Todos los jueves a las 6 de la tarde, con tu amiga Diana Carolina, te traigo Sabor de Miami, un show de entretenimiento, desde noticias hasta un Throwback Thursday. No te lo pierdas, 1 hora de calor y sabor, aquí en 24/7 Miami.
Hi guys, I'm James.
I'm Adrian.
We've got some very exciting news about our upcoming show,
Cannon Fire.
What are we going to talk about, Adrian?
We're going to talk about everything science fiction.
So, movies?
Yes.
Video games?
Yes.
TV shows?
Checkmate on that.
Awesome. We're also going to be seen around our local comic book events. So you're going to see us at a lot of cons, hopefully at some of the comic book shops around town.
Hopefully they be giving free stuff and we'll let you know about it.
That'd be awesome. And we've also got some interviews lined up for you guys. So please remember to check us out on 247miami.tv.
And like us on Facebook.
Recording Marjorie's promo.
Hello,
Hello, Masita Rica is here from The Fix at 6. You can catch a new episode every Friday at 6 and various replays throughout the week here only on 247miami.tv.
All right, we need a catchphrase.
Listen up or I'll kick your butt. The Fix at 6 will make you jump. Masita's lady lumps want to make you hump. Oh yeah, throw a fist pump only on 247miami.tv.
Hey, Mike, you ready to record this promo?
Let's do it.
Ha, ha. Clear your throat. Ha, hum. Here we go. Ready? Play. Hey, Mike, if you want to hear the best sports talk in the 305, where do you go?
Just log on to 247miami.tv.
What time and when, Mike?
Every Monday from 3 to 5, and also catch replays throughout the week.
Yeah, we talk Marlins, Heat, Hurricanes, and the Dolphins. So again, Mike, where do people go to catch the John Ed Show?
247miami.tv.
Peace.
Hi, this is Kathy Whitmire, LMHC. I'm Barbie Bonder, LCSW.
And I'm Arlene Thielon, a psychotherapist. And we're from The Female Perspective,
A show about life, love, and everything in between. Check out our show on Mondays at 10 p.m. on
247miami.tv.
Hey, Ted, how was your weekend?
Oh, Bill, it was awesome, man. Susan and I took the kids to Buffalo Wild Wings. You know, they got over 30 flat screen TVs and endless games. Susan had the fresh hand-spun boneless hot wings. I had the tempting tenders, and the kids enjoyed popcorn shrimp. We didn't want to leave. So what'd you guys do?
Well, we went to that new place with all the arcade games. Yeah. We won 1,000 tickets and redeemed them in for a water bottle.
Okay, you guys should have went to Buffalo Wild Wings.
Buffalo Wild Wings Pier Park. Wings, beer, sports.
So is that the new improved Ghostbusters song? Is that like the new 2016 version of Who You Gonna Call?
Ghostbusters.
Huh?
You're live. Go.
I know I'm live. That's why I'm talking, buddy.
I was gonna say that's why she's talking
That's
to you.
exactly why. I think you're my left hand over there, running the show, and you're about to go. You getting nervous before your big moment here?
Drew has a big moment coming up, and he's.
I mean, you sure? You starting to sweat? I mean, we just want to
never
know
nervous.
what you thought of Ghostbusters like this weekend, since you're the one who got to see it. Since we all chipped in and gave you money for you and your wife to see it for all of
Your
us.
date night.
Tell us what happened.
By the way, how was your IKEA date night?
On my IKEA date night, that was fun. We got to shop around for stuff that I didn't really want, but it wasn't bad. It was some good prices on some things. We went primarily to get like a chair for my daughter, which chairs are really expensive. And then we ended up seeing some sofas that were pretty decent price that I might get. And then, of course, we all went for lunch.
You have some Swedish meatballs.
I had some Swedish meatballs.
Woohoo!
And
The
then I also
IKEA
had
over here?
Yes. Yeah, there was only one in Dade County. So.
Is there? I guess there's only one in Broward County, also, isn't there?
Likely.
You know, I've never been to an IKEA.
We have to go.
Really? You should
I've
go.
never been. You know, like I've been everywhere, and
The
I'm always
food
on
is awesome.
everybody else for not going places, and I've never been to an IKEA.
It'll be our field trip.
Okay. What kind of food they have there, though?
They have.
We have Swedish meatballs.
I know everybody talks about their Swedish meatballs. Are they really that good?
They're good. I like them.
Yes, they are. But I also always get the ribs because ribs are really good. They're off the bone.
People go to IKEA to eat.
No.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's one of the reasons you go shopping, too, for
Yeah.
You pack up your family and say, "Hey, let's go to IKEA for dinner."
Well, you have
Drew said,
happen
"Yeah,
to be
we
there,
do."
so then you happen to buy lunch. Ain't that right, honey?
Nah. Who's Deathstroker 223?
I don't know. Why don't you call them?
Because he said, "Quando vai lancar Pokemon Go no Brazil?" Somebody want to interpret
You
that?
don't know what he says?
Pokemon soon.
Something in Brazil.
Somebody going to Pokemon in Brazil.
Pokemon ain't go to Brazil?
But be careful.
Why not?
Don't start reading no words. You don't know what they mean.
Because over there, they'll marinate them and put them on a meat stick, and they'll grill them, and then they'll serve slices of Pokemon.
None of that now.
Why? Sounds good to me.
Sounds tasty to me, too.
Pikachu on a stick.
So, Drew,
Yes.
how about you tell us, how was Ghostbusters? I want to know all about it.
Ghostbusters actually was a pretty decent movie.
Pretty decent. Did you have lots of laughs? Because my G, Melissa McCarthy, was in that movie. I love her.
Yes. The one thing I don't understand is why these people are hating this movie, and the movie hadn't even come out yet. They're already hating on it. And it hadn't
Haters
even come
gonna
out.
hate.
I wonder if it was more men hating, though, only because I feel that since like the sexes kind of changed in this version to where it's females rather than the males doing Ghostbusters, but I think that's why I enjoy it more because now it's women.
I don't know. I just
Ghostbusting.
sometimes think
Honestly,
that
to me, it didn't matter a difference to me. I thought, okay, here's my difference between the two, between the 84 one and this one, meaning the first one. The difference between the two of it for me was while the humor in the first one was more subtle and it was more relying on the situation. This one, they were funny. They themselves were funny.
Got it.
I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't feel they overtook the first movie. I didn't feel they tried to beat it. I thought they were trying to stay within themselves, but at the same time, you can feel they were very respectful for the first movie.
Got it.
There was cameras galore in it.
Mhm.
And my understanding is that all the original cast that's still alive loved the movie. So I didn't really get it. The old guys, the one who had the most lines was Bill Murray. I think he was a little bit more prominent in it than the other three, or two. But overall, it wasn't that bad. Sigourney Weaver was in it.
Yeah, who was supposed to Sigourney Weaver was up against somebody else for that part.
She was always supposed to be in it. So
Oh, yeah.
I think the fact that she was always supposed to be in it, they put her in, and that's where she's supposed
Yeah,
to be.
but there was someone else though they were saying on the radio. There was some like other thing, but they were like, no, they rightfully gave it to Sigourney Weaver. That was supposed to be her.
Yeah, and it had nothing to do
How
with
old is she now?
Well, I can find out for you, but it had nothing to do
109?
with
42. We're going with 42 for
42
everyone.
forever. Jackie Robinson's number. It wasn't.
Let's go 49. 49's a good age.
No, I think she's in her 50s. I'm going to guess 50s.
You say 50? What do you say?
No, I don't say 50. I say somewhere in her 50s.
Oh, somewhere in her 50s.
Sigourney Weaver.
And you, ma'am, what do you say?
I'd say 62.
62.
You're really going 62?
Isn't she somewhere close up there with Susan Sarandon?
Probably.
I always get
I
her.
don't know.
I always get her
62.
confused with Susan Sarandon. Susan Sarandon's like 70.
I don't think she's in her 70s.
Susan Sarandon's in her 70s now.
No.
Yeah, it was.
All
She
right,
was
we're,
just.
We're going to
saying-
look up
No,
all
no.
of this information
Sigourney
for you.
you said 50s, and you said what?
62.
Sigourney is 66.
Oh,
wow.
boom! Now watch. Go ahead and look up.
I'm looking up Susan Sarandon.
Look
for
up
you.
Susan
Drew,
Sarandon.
You
She's-
continue with your.
Susan Sarandon's either 69, 71, or 72.
69, 71, or 72?
Not 70.
Not 72.
I'm gonna go though. It's 71 or 72.
Okay,
Not
give me a
72.
minute to
I'll
pull
give you
this
that.
up.
Okay, so are we back
While
on
Drew continues his review.
your review? Tell us
Okay.
about Ghostbusters.
I thought it was very funny. I thought that I think, for lack of a better description, the Egon character in this movie was pretty funny, which would be McKeon. Kim, I think her name is Kim. The one from Silent Live, but then again, there's four of them from Silent Live, so I can't really say that. But hang on, I'll tell you what her name was.
Okay,
She
by
was-
the way, Susan Sarandon is 69.
Okay, I said 69,
69,
71, or 72. Can we get three options?
You can get four if you like. You can get what you like. The
Tell you she's up there. She's hot though.
She's
Susan
a very
Sarandon's-
attractive lady.
yes.
She is
Kate McKinnon. I thought she was really funny.
right.
Oh my gosh, Patty. Her name was Patty in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Leslie was hilarious.
Right.
Totally brought to you the common person side of everything. Because the other three are like doctors, and Leslie's like, I ain't a doctor. So
She's like me.
yeah,
Smarty pants, like Smarty Pants vitamins. Take them, you could be just like me. Go ahead, Drew.
Yes, she breaks down the scene. It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. Like the one where that's showing in the trailer where the thing is sitting on her shoulder, peeing in my pants, laughing.
Right now, do we have a Marshmallow Man?
What can I tell you about?
Who is their ghost?
They don't fight the same guys that they fought in the first movie. But I will give you this. I'll give you these two things. Two
Uh-huh.
things. One, yes, there is a Marshmallow Man in the movie.
Okay. Is he the icon? Like how
I
our
can't tell
Marshmallow
you
Man
that.
was the
I can't
icon
tell you-
on
I
the.
can't tell you that. I can't tell you
Why?
that. Because you need to go to see the movie.
I'm not going to see it until it comes
He's
out
not gonna
like
give any
free on,
spoilers.
I'm not going to give it to you.
free on Fox with commercials. That's
No
what I'm saying.
spoilers.
Nope.
So
Nope.
by then I'll forget what you
You think it would tell me? Yeah. No. And two, you must stay to the very end.
End of the credits?
End of the credits.
Aha.
Yes.
Is there going to be another one?
Well, this is a trilogy. Yeah, this is a separate. But they
Alright.
give you a clue as to who the next one's going to be.
Oh.
So now the last Ghostbusters movie was out what, like 20 years ago?
89.
89, which is close to 20 years ago. 3 years, so we're 17 years ago.
good
16,
numbers.
17.
Yeah, I know my math. Okay.
but yes.
So we've got So do you think it's going to take another 17 years to get us another
No,
Ghostbusters?
no.
Right.
If the money comes back, okay, unless you'll get it probably within 3 years.
Do you think it will?
That's how they usually do. Well, right now it peaked at number 2 for the weekend. It's not a mega blockbuster, but that's because the critics are being a pain in the butt about it.
I think it should be a mega block. It's Ghostbusters.
It was really good, and
And Jungle Book came in over it.
No,
No,
it was
the
the
Pets.
Secret Life of Pets.
The Secret Life of Pets came in.
Well, you're not
over
going to take kids to see the
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters. You're not going to take them to see that.
Yeah, my age, you did.
Like I wouldn't take my son.
I
might
mean,
take my
when I was a
daughter,
kid, though. But that's the thing here. I mean, like at our
I
at
saw
our
it
age,
when I was a kid, and it was a little scary.
You think so? I mean, I thought it was like
now
more- it was
imagine
like a
that
family.
with now the effects are updated.
Right.
So now it's really freaking scary.
Listen, I want to
So
take
there are
some
some
rotten
scenes that are
kids
like-
to go see Ghostbusters. That's what it's all about. It's a family experience.
It's really funny.
Well,
It's really-
your
they work-
kids are definitely old enough.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know
they
they're
can
old enough, but they don't want to.
Mine-
Now they're
I
old
think
enough
one
to
of
where
mine-
they don't want to go to the movies and be seen with their mother. I mean,
Yeah.
they
movie theater crying at your son.
need a rent a kids program.
They do.
There you go.
Oh, big brother, big sister.
It's they're really funny. You can tell that they worked very well together. It's really funny.
Right.
It's a really funny movie.
Okay, so yes, it's worth paying the money to
Yeah,
go to the movie
yeah,
theater to
yeah.
watch it.
Yeah, almost definitely go. And remember,
I'm gonna go by
stay-
myself now. I need a date to pay for me.
Listen,
Take-
listen. I'm not
So
working
again-
tomorrow.
So, yeah,
I'm off tomorrow.
because I was gonna say now, if I wait for a date again, I won't see the movie until it's on Fox with commercials,
Listen,
and I'm
go.
at home watching
I've
it.
seen plenty of movies by myself. Go.
I'll see it when it's on Netflix for free.
Oh.
They don't allow cats in the movie theater.
Yes, but it has to be a dog.
I
a
was
dog
seeing,
named Cat.
I was seeing eye cats. I'll walk in with
You have
my
a personal
cats.
cat? No, that's funny you said it because there's a character in the movie that has a cat named Dog.
Yeah.
So he
I
goes,
did have a
"Can I
cat
bring my
named
cat?"
Dog.
So can I bring my cat? And I go, no, you can't. I'm
I had a
allergic to
fishing
cats."
cat dog.
Oh, actually, it's a dog, but his name is Cat. It's really weird.
See, I know we're all messed up.
I did have a cat named Dog.
I had
Why
a
am I not
fish.
surprised?
We
It
named-
wasn't mine. It was my brother's, but
Oh,
it
then
was
it's
the
not your
family.
cat.
Well, it was a family pet. My brother named it.
Yeah.
Dog.
I had a fish cat dog. Because remember the old cartoon?
Yes,
cat dog?
I do remember that one.
I love cat
No.
dog. You know what a cat dog
It
is?
was a cartoon.
You're fired.
No.
You're fired.
No. I'm sorry, Mr.
Get on the
Trump.
board, Siobhan. Get on the board. You know
Push
who
this
cat
button,
dog
push
is.
that button.
Okay, let's see now. Do you know who Pokemon Go is?
Yes.
What are you at now? Come on. Okay, now
Oh goodness.
Wait,
sakes.
we're back to the Pokemon Go, and as of last week, last
Louis-
week we were here.
Louis told me to spoil the movie.
What?
No, we're not going to spoil the movie. No.
Sorry, Liz, not going to spoil the movie for you.
No, because Lewis is going to take me to the movie theater.
We
So
don't
you're out
wanna-
of gas, Lewis.
We don't want to offend our listeners and make them angry.
You better just save up your money because you know I've got a healthy appetite, and I like chicken wings and popcorn. So as soon as you get
wouldn't
back from where you're at, you owe me a trip to the movies to see it.
You wouldn't like him if they're angry.
Only because you're not here today.
So Pokemon Go last week we kind of ragged on it because we didn't know what it is.
We did. We all ragged on it like raggedy.
Well, I mean, and then Angie kind of brought us up to speed.
Raggedy,
I can't say that I'm a fan to the level that Angie or Roy.
We were
are
quite
fans.
fanning the other day. The other day,
No,
you and I were
were.
fanning.
You.
The other day, we were fanning. I started. Is there
but
one in
we
the building?
have the three of us have
I'm looking to
downloaded the
see if there's
game
one in the
now,
building.
and I'm on level 4.
I'm on level 4.
I'm on level 4.
When did you guys
Oh!
get to level 4? I got at
I already
Thursday.
know.
did it last night.
And I tend not to capture a Pokemon unless it appears in my living room. I'm not going to cross the street or take an Uber cab to get it.
Gee, I wonder who took an Uber cab to catch a Pokemon. Who did that?
But it's I'm not going to say it's fun. It's interesting. It's a good time passage. I
think right. Absolutely.
I'm having trouble finding these damn things.
Well, you got to get out more to find them now. You've reached.
You
that
can't just sit
point.
around and let them come to you, man.
That's what I gotta do.
That's not how it works.
That's not the point.
That's not how any of this works.
That's
Yeah.
no. Okay. Yeah. So after last week, about first we just figured out like it was released last week.
Right.
I was kind of like, ooh, what the heck is it? We've got informed on it. Then we heard crazy stories. I heard really crazy stories. I mean, about people, even when someone who works here going to Miami-Dade College with his buddies to collect Pokemon. They were not there for any other educational purposes. They specifically drove to Dade College North Campus, and they got out, went on the campus, and were collecting Pokemon.
Well, there's 3 Poke Stops and a gym across the street from my apartment. So I see people constantly pulling off the side of the road and hopping out of their car to do the Poke Stop and collect some balls and eggs and whatever else they can collect, and to battle their little Pokemon at the gym. So we have some added traffic in front of my apartment now.
I think it's nuts. So obviously, if you're on level 4, Drew, you haven't been stopping lately to get your balls.
No, my balls are
Your
just
Pokeballs.
behind out. Matter of fact, I wasted 3
I
balls.
just had to say that.
I wasted 3 balls in Target yesterday because we were at Target and I was looking for them because we were at Target and they were there. So
There's a lot at Target. I've
throw a
seen.
ball. Yeah, I throw a ball at it and it like dodged the ball. and it
Yeah,
hit the
man,
ball, and
that
I'm
duck
like,
hits the
"Son of a-"
butt. The duck has this bill, like
Mhm.
its nose, like its mouth bill, and it spits the ball back at you. It hits it back at
Oh,
you.
then one of them I
That
caught it and it jumped out the ball.
Yeah, I've seen that one too.
I'm like, what?
So we're only equipped with so many balls?
Yeah,
That's
but
my
you can earn
understanding.
them back at the Pokestops. If you get the Pokestop and you spin the little picture on it,
Uh-huh.
little balls will pop out and you can collect those.
We
and
don't
add
get
to
new
it.
balls each day?
No.
It's not like, you know, like
same
other
ball you had when
apps.
we started.
You get like 50 to begin with, and once those are gone, you got to collect more. So
I'm
go
gonna
to
get
the
a ball soon.
Pokestops. You got to go to the
How could you,
Pokestops.
wait, you're level 4 and
I
you're
thought you
running
were
around picking
ahead of
balls?
us.
I just got to level 4, but I didn't know that we only had so many balls.
You have to get more.
I thought each day, like, you know, we'd get 3
No.
balls. Or if I refer a friend, I get an extra ball.
No,
It doesn't work like that.
This is so wrong.
I'll check your ball inventory for you, Joy.
I do. No, I need to check that because then, I mean,
You sweaty balls?
You also have to. I've collected a few eggs, and then you have to incubate them.
what?
You didn't know all this.
My Pokemon probably died already. That's okay. So we're driving home the other day. It's like that's the day we downloaded the app.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's the day we downloaded the app. We were together. I got my first Pokemon here at the studios. It was a Charmander,
Right.
which I used to be my son's favorite when he was little. It was a Charmander. But then we left and we went to Starbucks, Drew. Oh, they were all over Starbucks. And then it
Oh,
was
she was collecting them and talking to the kids in line and stuff.
because everyone's walking around Starbucks with their phones up to their face looking for Poke people.
Yeah, the
I
kid,
wasn't the only
kid
one.
in front of us was capturing a lot as he waited in line, and Joy talked to him and made friends.
Then we excitedly drove across the street to find a geocache.
Yes, we did. We went
What-
geocaching also.
We went geocaching. This is how exciting our lives are. Do you know what that means?
No.
I'm all up in the technology. I run with the 2 terabyte. Remember that?
You're in technology?
I
you got-
run with a 2 TB hard drive, buddy. I'm locked and loaded all 24/7.
But we got to go back to that geocache because I was right about where it is. We were just too afraid to stick our hands in the bug.
There was like
infested-
rat crap under there. Okay, a geocache is like a pokey thing.
No, it's better than Pokemon
But it
because
is
it is
because
interactive
and it's a tangible.
tangible.
It's a tangible item that she has this map, and it tells you like it gives you clues where the item is, but it doesn't tell you exactly where it's at. It'll give you like a vicinity, and you go and you look for a tangible item. It's not like this pokey thing where it's on your screen. You go and like somebody takes like, wow,
You could put it in a Smarty Pants vitamin bottle.
you could put them in a Smarty Pants vitamin bottle. Remember, they're 40% off right now at Whole Foods until July 26th. You could be just like me. Take your Smarty Pants.
Wow, it's good to know that.
No, so we go to the geocache, which is across the street from the Starbucks, right? To look for this thing. It looked like his pipe, right? And it was like the clue that we got was like all these bigger pipes, and you had to look, and then the guy said it was at the base.
No, I knew based
She
on the
knew.
clues because I've been doing this for a while. I
She's
knew
been
kind
geocaching.
of where to look, and I knew it had to be underneath the lamp, under the lamp skirt. And then we lifted it up, and all we
shit-
could see
I
were
mean,
like
stuff.
dead bugs, just
Yeah, it looked like
layered
rat
in
crap.
there.
It was just layers of rat crap. And she's like,
So-
I know it's in there. I know
But
the
we didn't want to
geocache is
stick our
in there.
hand in there.
I'm
We were
like,
just
I'm not
like, no,
touching
no,
that.
no,
It's
no,
not in there.
no.
It can't be in there. Guess what?
It's in there.
It's in there.
We
Because
gotta
she
go
reported
back.
it, and
The owner said to look again.
maybe we
The
should bring
lamp
Drew.
skirt.
Drew, you're gonna have to lift.
Would
Oh,
your
oh,
would
oh,
your
oh,
wait
no,
would
hell
your
no.
son put his hand in there for us?
No. He talks a big game, but my son's.
But we need to get the geocache, man.
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
Okay, so how many Pokemon?
Bring a rake.
How many? What do you do? Are you better be Pokemon?
No, he's
I'm everywhere.
texting.
I'm everywhere.
Texting.
I'm everywhere.
We're on to Pokemon Go right now.
Okay, I'll
This
tell
is
you
a
how many
serious
Pokemon
subject.
I have.
Okay, I have a level 4. I have 1150 out of 4000 XP.
Where have you caught some of yours?
Target.
So you just hang out at the Target and just collect Pokemon.
Go to that one. How many? He has 20. Oh,
Uh,
I think
20
he has more than me. I have
20 out of-
19. I may have 20. I may have caught a 20th
What?
one at the bank this morning.
How many you got?
Oh, they got him running around at the bank too.
Oh yeah.
How many you got?
I don't.
See, I
I
keep
don't know.
getting
I'm
this.
going to
I
log
do
in,
too.
and one of you guys are going to check it because I don't know.
This
how to-
takes me. Mine sometimes
Give
just
me
does
yours.
not want to load.
Yeah,
I-
yeah, I had that problem too. Give me
Okay,
yours.
I'll tell you right now how many Pokemon I have.
Hold on, I am. I'm getting it.
Give me the thing.
Open. Oh, I have 21. I have 21 and 3 eggs. 1 egg
Here.
is
Oh, I don't have any
incubating.
eggs.
I'm sure you do.
No, I don't have any eggs.
I'm sure.
You sure?
Oh, you don't. You have to go to Pokestops to get eggs.
What's
Oh.
that egg thing I caught though? It was like
Jesus, why is your phone so loud?
you get a problem, my love? Because I'm deaf.
Huh?
Because I'm hard of hearing.
Oh, she's got less points than I do.
Oh, wow. See how many Pokemon she has.
Don't make me feel bad.
Where do I go?
You're gonna hurt my feelings. We got this far. I'm all excited. Now you're just gonna rip me apart.
Ooh, we got 15. Oh,
Oh, I'm winning. I am winning.
Are there any Poke things around here?
no.
No, I don't see any right now.
Hey, so
I have-
what's your craziest-
Ooh, I am beating you. Oh, I have 22,270
Okay,
experience.
so well, that just goes to show you guys have been on it a lot more than me. Then,
well,
I got 50 points less than you. One person.
But I've
you
been
always
doing-
sit
One
here
less.
and tell me, "Oh no, I don't Pokey," and then
I've been going to the Pokestops and you guys haven't. So that's why I think I have more points.
You're doing the hokey pokey and turning
Yeah, turn
yourself
yourself
around.
around.
Because those are good. Let me tell you. Do not
Touche.
do Pokemon and do not do Pokemon while you're driving. However, when you pull up to a stoplight, it's a good time to do a Pokestop because there's usually a Pokestop on a corner when you're at a stoplight. So you just click it, spin the little thing, and collect your little eggs and stuff. That's
my
my
phone's
tip.
loud.
But do not drive and do Pokemon Go.
Well, apparently you're deaf, so that's why your phone's loud.
So that's a Pokestop. And when you pull it up, watch. So when you're close to it, you spin it, and then little balls will start popping out. But I'm too far from it right now.
Oh.
That's how that works.
Well, I was at the DMV the other day and I saved everybody in line from any pokey things that were around.
Good thing you were there.
So the DMV was safe. That was the
Yeah.
last day I believe that I played.
Yeah. Good thing you were there.
I don't know, but I mean, are you guys excited like as some of the people that we know?
No, I will not jump up and run into the parking lot to go capture Pokemon like some people I witnessed do. I will not pull my car off the road to capture one.
Oh. What? Yeah.
No, sorry. If it shows up when I'm next to it, I will catch it, but I'm not going.
Yeah, you know
out
what?
of my way for it.
Okay, what's a big negative about the game? It honestly drains the hell out of your battery.
It does. And
So-
I think probably my data minutes are probably being sucked out too.
Is that, but that these are kinks and stuff that they're going to have to. I don't want to say. I mean, they're not going to make workarounds, but they're going to have to balance it out. Kids are not going to be able to sit on their phone on these data plans,
Mhm.
searching for pokey people all the time. We're not going to sit here using the game if it's going to keep killing our battery. I mean, these are things that have honestly made me stop playing. I'm not a real big game player as it is when it comes to these phone games. However, I mean, I really, you know what? That's why I haven't picked up the phone since Thursday. I don't want it killing my battery. I had fun with it.
That's a.
That's good self-control.
I think it's just her saying, "Oh, I'm losing at this game. I'm gonna play."
Is there a way to win though? I mean, are you even winning
No,
anything, or are we
it's
just collecting?
endless.
It's
You
like
just collect all
collecting.
these Pokemon.
That's what I mean.
and earn experience and
It's just, you know what? The one thing about it that I'll say is a positive is that people are getting out of the house and walking around more. So,
but they're
it helps
still
you-
not interacting
even
with
looking
the
up.
actual real
doesn't
world
have to.
though.
Well, they'll interact all right. When that car hits them, they'll interact really well.
Well, no, that's just the thing. So now there's issues like Siobhan said. She's getting more traffic by her house. We just read here there was an article over the weekend where this man shot at 2 teenagers
Yes.
by his home who were just like browsing out in front of his house because there was a Pokestop in front of his house. Now the kids went to the stop when the man came out with the gun. They left the scene. As they left the scene, they were in a car. They were teenagers. As they left the scene, the man started firing his gun
Oh, as they were leaving.
as they were leaving.
Oh,
Now,
that's illegal.
now,
Yeah.
now, the next morning, law enforcement was contacted by one of the boys' mothers because when she woke up in the morning, she looked at her car and it was riddled with bullet holes, and one of the tires was flat due to it also being hit with a bullet.
Yeah.
So she called 911, advised them what happened. That's when the young boy said, "You know what happened." So I mean, it's just
But that's not the game's fault. That's this moron who decides to.
No, I
run,
know the game's fault, but
chase
it's just,
kids. Once they turn your back to you, you're not allowed to shoot people.
right. No, absolutely.
That's when it becomes murder.
That's not self-defense.
No, it's not. So at that point,
But
you
are
need to go to
people
jail.
going to be driven to the point where there's all this traffic in front of their house, where they're getting just ticked off, and
But
it's got to
you
be
can-
aggravating?
My understanding is that you can have that spot cleansed. This is the word.
Have it moved?
Like
Yeah,
exterminated?
by-
Can you exterminate the Pokemon?
Yeah, you call
Pokebusters.
who are you going to call?
In a Japanese voice, they'll have
Yeah,
Pokemon Busters.
they come
Pokemon Buster.
come over. Please direct
I
all
don't even
comments
know.
to Joy Kenzo. They'll come over. Well, not come over, but they send these guys over in little trucks that come and they spray bug spray. No, really. What happens is they'll take your location off of the map. I think if you fill out a form online.
That's kind of a pain, though.
It is. but
Imagine
it's-
you
it
have to
beats
go fill out a
shooting
form.
Kids leaving your yard.
Yeah, I know, but half the people don't even know why everybody's coming around. I don't know.
But if they're not doing anything, how can you shoot them? Technically,
they're
your
nuisance. They're
ground.
Has this game gone
No,
overboard?
but your property ends at the sidewalk.
You're absolutely
If
right.
they're off the other side of the sidewalk, you cannot shoot them.
You're absolutely right. Now, has this game gone too far?
Not yet.
No,
It will.
big time. Yeah.
I mean, just think it's like out of control. The Poke people are everywhere. It's
Well,
just
I think the game is a part of the simple of the whole problem. The whole country's out of control. So now,
and now we've got Hillary and Donald Trump running for office, and then on top of it, they throw in the Pokemon Go.
There you go.
Oh,
Unbelievable. So unfortunately, this is going to bring us to the end of our show today. I think we could go on for a few more hours. I got a whole lot of stuff to talk about today. You know why?
Why?
Because I am driven by Smarty Pants vitamins. Take one of these. You can be just like me. Remember, they're at Whole Foods, 40% off. Make sure you're listening to www.247miami.tv. This weekend, we've got the Few Show coming up. Hear about your local wrestlers. We are going to have wrestlers in the building, creating havoc all over the place. Hopefully, nothing gets permanently broken, but I can't wait to have a little bit of fun. Sunday, we've got Day by Day with Siobhan, telling you all about the days, the history behind them, especially important days such as Slurpee Day, Ice Cream Day. What else? We got National Chocolate Cake Day.
I'm
in
sure.
for it.
Isn't it actually Pokemon Day, I think?
Yesterday was National Ice Cream Day, and I got a free cone.
And I went and bought ice cream because I remember you saying that. I heard
Did you
your
get it with
voice in my head.
nuts?
No.
She went
Okay.
nutless.
Oh, that sucks.
But anybody have a great week. Make sure you're listening to us next week. Every Monday, we are live here from 3 to 5 p.m. on www.247miami.tv. Again, subscribe to our station, and you get to hear all of our shows. There'll be
Follow us on Twitter and
alerts sent to
Facebook.
you, and Twitter, Facebook. Everybody have a great week.